Alright, and we are live. Let me get everything set up here. Today is a big day. We are starting on potentially what is going to be my largest project ever. But here, let me get everything set up here. And get everything going. Can I open my chat? What's going on here? There we go. Alright. Let me just get everything set up here, guys. Bear with me for a second here. Let me put this in my Discord really quickly. Hang on. My bad. It's taking me a second here. Link. I'll explain what I will be working on in 1 second here. Stream alerts. I need to set up an automated way to do this so I don't have to do it manually every time. There is ways to do it, I know, to like put my streams and stuff. Alright. We are ready to go. Okay. So big day today. Today is a big day. We will be starting what is probably my biggest project ever. We're going to be working on the world tree and starting that out. There's no height limit in the world, so we can make it literally as huge as we want. It's going to be coming out of this mountain here. It'll probably take the entire circumference of that mountain for the base of the tree. Hello, just finished watching the first episode. Really excited. Yeah, I'm super glad. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback on the first episode, which is good. It's taken a little bit to make that one, but going with this build, I have a solid plan for the video and the build, so we should be getting this done a lot quicker, at least. Right, let me pull up a reference quickly to get started here. I do have a reference picture for this thing. And I gotta figure out how I'm gonna go about starting it, because I really don't know. Let's see. Let me get this reference picture up here. Here we go. Let me save this onto my computer, and I can upload it. Hey Toby, welcome to stream. We're gonna be working on. I'm starting my world tree today, which is gonna be a massive project. Tree. Let's just save it in there, and now I can go into here, file, open reference image, downloads, tree ref. So this is what we're going to be building, kind of. Here, let me shrink that down a little bit. It's a bit fat. Show in-game UI. Heyo, welcome in everybody. So today we're going to be starting work on what is probably the biggest thing I will do for the next several months, or one of, anyway. This is going to be massive, this build. I'm going to be, working on this, this world tree here. So it's gonna, I don't even know how tall it's gonna be. Definitely tall, probably like 400, 500 blocks into the sky. I'm trying to think how I should go about this, like where to start, because that's hard to determine. Let me enlarge just like the base of it here. So, I mean, you guys can see off the thumbnail too, like a rough size for scale, but yeah, this thing is going to be, I don't know, like the base of the tree is going to take up like this whole mountain here, kind of. Like you can see where these peaks kind of come in, and like in where there's that rounded shape, it'll kind of take up like there, and it will come up. Where's this being made? New world? No, this is the same. This is the same world. I'm just in a creative copy right now. I mean, the house is technically like right there. This is just like, I'm just designing it in the world here, because I don't like, I made this before I did the starter house, this creative copy, and so the house isn't there. I need to like update it, but it is there in the forever world, like, or like the regular world. See, or how do I explain? My regular survival world, it is there, but I'm just working here because I need to work off this mountain, and I didn't feel like making a copy right this second of the other world. Okay, let's get started here on doing this. I'm debating how I should go about this. I definitely should use some tools for this. I gotta remember how to use some of these Axiom tools. I might need some you guys' help a little bit with some of this. I legit just watched the vid, so I decided to watch this too. Yeah, we'll be yeah, I'm glad I got some good some good feedback on that video. People have been liking it, which was weird because it's like I feel like it's not my best work. I think it's all right. Some of the editing was a little rushed. It's okay. Okay, so I think we're gonna make some rough shapes and then sculpt this out. Let's use hail oak wood. Let's start with this guy. In here. Oh, let me turn some music on. I forgot to do that. My bad. Let's see.
Ever find
Why am I getting ads? What is this? Hang on. Wait. What on earth? Do massive builder to build height to get a good idea. Yeah, I probably should. Well, there's no build height in this world. I can go as tall as I want. I have a mod that lets me get rid of the height limit, which is really helpful. So I can really make this as tall as I want. I don't know if weld tool is the best one. Which one am I looking for? What's sculpt raw? Is sculpt terrain pulling blocks based on surface? Oh, this is a neat tool. I might use this one a little bit. Okay, let me turn that down. It's a little loud. So this thing is gonna be massive. Like, same as the thumbnail, it's going to be extremely tall. So why is it turning night? Can I... I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's just work in here on this. We're just gonna add some big old blobs for now of stuff. Radius, let's turn that way up. Oh, it's like increasing everything though. I don't want to do that. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah, this is such a weird one to start because I don't know what to do. Isn't there a smoothing tool as well? Hang on. This is gonna be like a lot of. Is there gonna be a base on on the tree? I'm not sure. I think I may put the gateway to the nether underneath the tree, and I might like make it rotting out from below. I don't know. So far, I've just got that I want to make a tree. I haven't extended past what's going in it. Besides, it'll be full of farms because it's going to be massive. But we'll get there. For now, we're just going to be, okay, here's the smooth tool. So that does that, and then I can also melt, can't I? Using the melt tool, I can get rid of areas. Okay, I think that's all we're gonna need. So we are going to grab the freehand draw, and we're gonna do some basic. Okay, what's like the circumference of the tree? Let's say it comes. I don't know, like. Maybe that big. Let me get an idea. How big is that? Let me get an idea of. We're gonna make some really rough shapes, I think, of the tree, and then we'll develop it. So it's gonna look like crap for a really long time. But that's just how it's gonna go. So it's gonna be hideous. So your plan is to build a mega tree right after your starter house. Yeah. Imagine me creating the updated one. Yeah, I need to hop on Dodanium at some point. I know they updated today into the new version. Yeah, it's a weird plan because I'm not even having a Elytra yet. So my plan, because I think it'd be funny for content, is to use the Happy Ghast to build this. Hey Wimble, welcome in, and hey Gia, welcome in. I'm working on starting the world tree today. We'll see where we get though. So I'm literally just gonna throw in a massive glob of stuff to start here. This is gonna look like complete trash for a really long time. Yeah, Chad, this is pretty bad. Like, we'll get somewhere here. It'll be a process, but we'll get it. We're just throwing in our really rough shapes currently. Oh god, I can't even imagine how frustrating it will be. Yeah, you'll get to see me go insane in real time, and that'll be pretty fun for you guys, probably. You can chime in the stream in like a couple days and see me, you know, going insane. Let's kind of come in there with some roots, maybe. The worms are forming, literally. Again, we're gonna start out really rough, but same way with this is the same as the house. You gotta trust the process, guys. Come on, please. Bear with me on this one. It's gonna look like trash for a really long time. Okay, that sucks. All right, let's just shove some globs there for now. We're just gonna work on the front half for now. Of it. We're gonna the blobs are forming here on the tree. The big old blobs. I might need to turn my clouds off because it's annoying working around all the clouds. So I don't want to do that because it like comes in immediately. Instead of your white blob, it's the gray blob with legs. Essentially, this thing looks like a big ol' like I don't know, amoeba. It's like an octopus. I don't know. It's like an alien. We'll get somewhere here though. Just trust the process, please. That's way too steep, isn't it? Yeah, way too steep. I have some very graphic descriptions for what that looks like. You don't have to. Also, what the heck happened there? You don't have to give me the graphic descriptions. Yeah, I don't know. Please have mercy on the tree. Have mercy. I'm trying to figure out the curve roughly and how it goes. Again, we're in the very rough shaping here, so maybe it comes like that. I don't know. Also, what the heck happened there? Dude, this looks like crap, but like, trust process. No fog mods updated 128. Yeah, bro, I don't want to update to 121.8 on Nodenium. That sounds like a pain. There's like no mods for 121.8. I don't know why you guys updated the .8. That's such a bad idea. There's no mods for anything. The game is gonna be disgusting. Let's see here. And maybe this comes up. God, I keep doing that. Okay. Maybe this comes up and around like that. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's not that steep. I think it curves like sooner than that. Like, I think it curves like here. I'm gonna need some pretty good farms for this build, and that's for sure. It's gonna be a hard one to get going. So yeah, let's curve our way. I did that again. Let's. I don't know if this is the best tool to use even for this, but you're fine. Honestly, I think you are not going big enough. Really? That has to be sarcasm for sure. Because we're gonna curve our way up, and then it'll get tall up here. And like, it might not look big, but like when we're on the ground, and this thing is, you know, reaching into the sky. But also, you might be right. I don't know. Oh, you're joking. Thank God. I was like, am I don't know. My eye started playing tricks on me there. I was like, maybe you're right. Orange Tree kind of reminds me of the Scatter Tree from the Elden Ring. That's the main inspiration, actually, is that one. So we're gonna take a lot of inspiration for that. The Path Tool. Doesn't the Path Tool like do individual blocks though? Oh, okay. You might be right with that, actually. Hang on. You know, we're gonna try a thing here. So No, can you go away? Oh god, how do I get rid of you? Backspace, okay. So, let's do this, and then you can come up. Yeah, this is a lot more adjustable, which is nice, but also harder to get curves going. Again, though, we are in the very rough shaping phase here, and we'll get a lot prettier later. Things will look better as we go here. I don't even know if this is correct. I don't know. We're gonna go back to the freehand draw, just to, like, keep spamming blobs everywhere. This is gonna take a long time to get correct, this build. It is just gonna take forever to get to a point where it's nice. That is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing. I gotta turn day cycle off. How do you do this? I don't remember. That's fine. This curve is way okay. What the lag spike? Okay, this curve is not not steep enough because like we go. It comes up for a little bit. Right. It comes up around as high as this curve is, actually. Slash do day cycle? Okay, let me do... Huh? That does not work. Hey, Joey. But due day cycle is not a functioning thing. And then this sort of starts coming up like here, maybe? Like that? Yeah, I see it. We got to adjust this curve though, because it's not like a curve. It's like a straight up and then it juts right. So it's not like that curvy, really. It just sort of juts up. It goes up and then it just juts to the right. God, Axiom camera controls are strange. So we come up, and then we sort of just go at like a straight angle. And we just sort of jut on this direction. Let's see what that looks like. That's better. That's much better. I'm worried that I'm going too big here, maybe. Well, what was my reference? Or like, what was the size of the thumbnail again? Because I want to keep it around that size. I don't want to go over that. Hang on, let me look at this. Hang on here. No, that's pretty accurate, I think, size-wise to my reference. Okay. Let's figure this out. Slash game rule. Okay. Slash game rule. Do a daylight cycle. False. Right. Okay. Now, let's just focus on... Oh, God, I don't know. This is such a hard project to start because I don't know where to, where to start. Let's just make some rough shapes again and work our way around starting to like sculpt it out. Your perseverance is really impressive. There are so many builds that I just leave halfway through. I lost my hard drive. My flat world was littered with unfinished building trees. My flat world also has a lot of unfinished stuff. But this is something like nobody is stupid enough to try a tree this big. And that's exactly why I want to do it. I want to try it because no one's really done it before. Now this looks like trash, but I'm gonna fix it. Okay, we're gonna fix it. Again, we're just getting these rough shapes in here. So the next like 2 weeks of streaming is gonna be designing and building this in survival. most likely. Because it is just gonna take a stupid long time to work on this. But it'll be worth it. It'll serve as a sick backdrop for a really, really long time. So I'm not really complaining. I'm excited to make the video for it too. Like, I've got some great ideas for skits and stuff. I'll tell you, going with this, I don't know. Until the proportionate to the bottom so far. Because this is the tree. So, well, it'll be pretty tall. This tree is like mega base sized. You could live in this tree alone and have it be a mega base probably. Alright, some more rough shapes in here. This kind of curves around here. And then this sort of comes a lot like deeper in. How tall you? Do you have distant horizons? Because that will look sick once done. I have a mod that allows me to see very far. Like, I think it's called Nvidium, so I can like turn up my renaissance like 300 chunks. How tall are you going? Answer: yes. Essentially, yeah. Now I can already tell that over here is bad, so I can use the melt tool in here and sort of melt this away. And then we're gonna... Here, let me take a step back. Because you can see it just comes from the root straight into, look like it's going way past default build limit. Oh yeah, way past. Because like, even, here, let me get out of this menu. Because even here is way above sea level. Like, just ground level around here. I can't see my chords really. Yeah, we're already at 100 blocks. And so, I would only have like 200 blocks of room for this, but it will just be gargantuan in size. I want to feel out how it already looks insane. It's just like the scale of it is what I'm looking for. This here though is still really bad. So here we're gonna do freehand draw, and we're gonna take in that curve earlier. Is that more ideal to what I'm trying to get going? Yeah. So we'll do that. Let's curve it down some in here. Let's grab the smooth tool and smooth all that out. We'll get into like doing all the individual bark and details later on, like all these little lines and stuff, because it's gonna look exactly like this picture when I'm done. That's a big process. That's gonna take a lot of time. Again, this thing is going to take forever to work on, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. It's for episode 2? Yep, it's for episode 2. I'm a madman. I think I'm insane. But I'll finish it. I promise I will. I want to get rid of this. This is bad. Let's just delete this line. And we'll work on the stump a bunch today. But we're gonna work on the whole tree trunk shape in general. Working on my TikTok live stuff, but wanted to stop by and say, look, don't lose your mind. Hey Milan, yeah, it's gonna be bad. Yeah, I'm gonna be struggling with this one. It's gonna take a toll on me, that's for sure. But we'll get there. I might even have to split it up into 2 episodes potentially, just because of the size of it. I might not do the leaves in the episode maybe, because that's a lot of work. I don't know where that went. Nowhere. Okay, cool. Thought I placed one like way off somewhere. It's too much. I don't know. We gotta like smooth out this more in here. Or like here, let me melt some of this. There's a big old hole there. I need to like make this whole thing solid so I can just smooth it out as I kind of want to. Like So, yeah, let's smooth out all that stuff. I mean, I don't really need to, but it's fine. Okay, what are you guys up to today? Anything interesting? You guys up to anything this weekend, chat? Have you ever built things purely from your imagination? I have like a vision for what I want my world to look like. I just can't make something that looks like what I'm thinking it should. Yes and no, because I have ideas and then I find pictures to fit those ideas, right? For instance, I want to have like a dragon king who has been banished to the Nether. For instance, I have a bunch of cool pictures of like I found a reference picture that like I want him to look like. And like that's the purpose of the tree. I think I'm gonna make this tree like a seal for the Nether, which is like a prison that was created by the gods in this world to keep him there. But yeah, I don't know. I get ideas and then like I either get inspired by pictures I see or I get ideas and then I find pictures to fit that, like my ideas, and then I get inspired by that. Because it is hard to just come up with like vision for stuff you wanna do. It definitely is a struggle. Melt tool. Smooth. Reverends are your best friend when doing creative stuff. Yeah, they're just great and everything. They really help polish out stuff. It's just kind of necessary. Let's get our draw tool and extend these roots out into this valley. Kind of like reaching way over here. Like how that picture has it. And also there's a root that flies right there. Okay. Let's say that comes up in there. Now, is this stump too much? I would like to make a root that comes in like here, kinda. Let's see. Man, I don't know. This is this build is gonna be hell to work on, but it'll be so worth it. Like, it'll be so good in the end. For all that I will suffer building this in survival, it will serve as, you know, free thumbnails forever, because it'll be in the backdrop of so much stuff in this area. Well, I'm gonna go for a swim. Good luck to you. Yeah, see you, Gia. Thanks for hopping in stream. But yeah, this is a rough one. Let's sort of... Oh, I don't know. I think this feels correct, I think. It might be a little too diagonal. Maybe we increase it a little bit, like there. Okay. Let's do that. Now let's just make a rough shape again here. Oh, that was stupid. Man, this would not be possible without Axiom. Like, this just makes this feasible to do. Axiom does. It's such a godsend. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That's weird. I don't know how thick to make this. The in-game lighting actually here is gonna save me some. Oh crap, I made like a thingamajig there. When did I do that? Oh crap, I have to delete a bunch of stuff now to make that go away. There we go. Alright, let me start over on that section. Let me get like a view for how thick this needs to be. How's you guys' weekend so far? What have you been up to? Any cool real life stuff you guys have been doing? mine has been pretty boring so far. Let's just keep going. This guy. Dear Lord, this is gonna kill me, this build. This is the nail in the coffin for me, but I've committed now, it's too late. I'm doing it. Even though it's gonna be hard, I'm doing it. Pain, no gain. Okay, I keep doing that with the big old sticks. I got a whopping 2.13 sheep A this semester. Oh yeah, that's yeah. That's definitely a number. Oh, you win some, you lose some. Maybe this comes up and around here for like that bark shape. Now I need to like make the ground here extend further because it's like it's coming. There's that line there is a little bit tall, but also this is correct. So we're gonna just be going with it. Holy lag! What the heck is that? That's strange. I mean, essentially, I'm just building a mountain, right? Because like, it's not that much different whether because it's gonna be completely hollow. So I'm just building a mountain, which is like I've done before. I've done this before. I can do it. I just gotta, you know, it's just gonna be one of those things where I stream working on it or I watch movies while I do it, you know. It's just gonna be one of those turn my brain off and place blocked project, which is fine. I don't mind those. It'll be like the same 3 materials, which will be nice. So whatever I do it out of, it's gotta be very obtainable. So pale oak is a pretty obtainable wood. So we'll see what we use though, because I may end up using a darker material in this, because I didn't realize pale oak is actually quite bright, but maybe it could be a highlight block. Let me turn my clouds, or like make my clouds up, because I need those a little bit out of my view here. Yeah, those can go away up there. Okay, let's continue our way this way. Okay, where does this creep out to? This sort of creeps out here. Yeah, I think that's sort of where it comes out to. And we start kind of creeping up, and there's like this big bulbous formation here on the tree, and that's what I worry about, because this thing is gonna be hard to make, I think. I think it will just be difficult to do. But we'll shove some shapes out and we'll make it work. Was cooking. I mean, already, like, as much as I have just spammed spheres everywhere. Okay, God, I'm way too high up. Like, it already looks like a tree, so we're getting somewhere here. It's not horrendous. And I started like, I don't know, like 20 minutes ago. Like, I don't even know. So we'll get somewhere. It's just gonna take some time to get there. So we'll shove some rough shapes and then we'll start shaping this up. I'm gonna do the entire tree up until this ring part. Like you see, there's like almost a wooden, like then it goes into branches above there. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna detail and do all of that, and then we'll move on to branches like later. What mod do you use to adjust the clouds / the height limit? The height limit is literally the mod is called 2032 World Height. That's it. And for the cloud adjustment, I just use Better Clouds, which comes with the mod, which these are like the nice clouds that like everybody uses, like B-dubs uses, and like Flip. I don't know if Flip uses them, but anyway, a lot of people use that mod. Where does this come up at? Oh, crap! Don't do that. Where do you come up? Because that's definitely too thin, right? Yeah, it's way too thin. But also, this actually sort of curves more out here, so we'll just add some stuff there. I'm debating adding like a castle on the side, or I don't know. Like, I really have no clue. If you guys have ideas for me for the overworld, because like the only ideas thus far I've had is the house and then this mega tree and like some stuff around. I know I want to make like a graveyard or some area to put like my membership names, for like those of you who have memberships on my channel, and like just to have your name in the world. I think it would be cool maybe to make a gravesite and like have your name on it, and then like the date you joined as a member, like as your like death date. I don't know, something like that. But like if you guys have ideas for just overworld stuff to make, like, because I don't know what to fill any of the world with, to be honest. I'm like quite lost in that field. I really don't know. Like I'm struggling trying to figure out stuff. Oh, I just made a big old square. Here, let me just shape stuff up. Is this really thin here? It's kind of thin. Terraced fields. Let me look. What do those look like? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's like kind of Asian in a way. That could be cool around here. I am definitely leaning towards more like Elden Ring fantasy. So we'll see. But that's not a bad idea. How did I do that there? Are you kidding me? Where is that? There. Okay, Jesus. So you can come over here. I'm already having fun working on this, surprisingly. Like, this is gonna take the same amount of time to design, I think, as the house, because like I can use all Axiom tools for it. So it's really not gonna take that long. Like, if I was building this by hand, it would take like literal months, but since Axiom is a thing, you know, my life is easy. The terrace fields is a good idea. I want to do a lot of dragons, I know, just because I enjoy building dragons a lot. Keep doing this, man. Stop it. So how thick is this tree overall? We're still in a rounded shape? Yes. Okay. Let's try and make that, like, curve out a little bit more. Okay, that's too much. That is too much. There's too much curvature on that. No. I don't know what that voice was. Now, here. I have, like, no commentary on what I'm doing. I'm placing spheres in the rough shape of what I want it to look like. And in the process, you've inspired me to start building such finishing my build and continue my survival world. That's nice. I'm really glad I like inspire people to work on stuff. It's really cool that I'm able to do that. It's like for a long time, like I struggle with commitment too. What's really helped me with commitment is actually making videos. Honestly, making videos has helped me commit to large stuff and like actually working on my builds. And that's nice. But I'm glad I inspire you guys to work on your own stuff. Let's take a look at this guy. Oh yeah, yeah. This is quite nice already. We gotta shape it out a little bit better. I actually think this curve here is too curved, so we're gonna melt it down some. Let me take a look at that shape. It's gonna be scuffed for a little bit, but yeah. Let's shear some more off that. An area inspired by the Cerulean Coast engraved, or the Rot Swamps would be so cool to add. Yeah, these are Elden Ring areas. I gotta look up. What's the Cerulean Coast look like again? Ooh, the blues. Oh, that's sick. Ross Hidden Grave. I know what the Rot Swamp looks like. Ross Hidden Grave. Now, yeah, it's cool too. I think a good amount of this starter area around here will be inspired kind of by like the beginning area of the Elden Ring DLC. Now, the rot swamp's could be cool. Actually, underneath the tree could be a great spot for that, because I'm gonna have, like, the bridge between the nether and, you know, the overworld underneath the tree. You know, so that should be, like, a really cool thing. And, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't know, the nether is gonna be extremely red, like, everything's gonna be very red, so I could fit some rot swamp stuff like that, potentially underneath. So that would be cool. A world tree forest. A world tree forest would also be cool, like adding some like a regular forest down here potentially. Yeah, I'm not sure of everything I'll add yet, but those are good ideas. I like those. Yeah, I'm really excited to get into actually like I don't know, I guess the meat and the potatoes of the world, you could say, like actually starting to like develop, because like I've been really struggling with trying to develop like the overworld. Like I know exactly what I want to do for the end and that stuff, but I don't know I have no clue as for any of this stuff besides what I've done already. I think it would be cool maybe to do a big mountain range at one point, because, you know, I don't have a height limit, so I can really create a mountain. Like, I could make a massive mountain at some point if I want to. I know the Nether is going to be inspired by Jagged Peaks from the Elden Ring DLC. It's going to be very heavily inspired by that. You know what? Can we just, like, melt away this? This is still not correct. Let's just... all go away. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm working on out on roughly shaping the world tree right now. It's scuffed. Don't worry, we'll get there though. We'll get there. Give me like an hour and we'll have something. We'll have something decent. And then I haven't actually like I'm gonna shape out all the bark and everything and like really detail it. I'm just in the extremely rough shaping process, so please don't judge me. Please. It's too soon. Have mercy on the build. Beg. It's too steep. Someone tells me you've been playing a lot of Elden Ring. Maybe you might be onto me. But I have. Like, I do still want to make my own, like, my fantasy world my own a lot, but I love that Elden Ring has, like, some cool stuff. I don't know, Elden Ring has just a lot of inspiration for me. But, like, I don't want to copy Elden Ring, right? Like, I want to do original concepts, too. I don't just want to straight up, like, copy Elden Ring stuff. That's kind of lame. I want to make some unique things that, like, nobody's seen before. I mean, a tree is not a unique concept, but also... the shape of this tree is just so cool to me. It's so unique in its shape, and I think that really is gonna like set it apart instead of just being like a big tree. It's got like these really cool like bulbous shapes to it and everything. Let me take a step back and look at this guy. So I need to like. This curves here too much, so we need to melt away this here. This can die. I'll have so much space on the inside of the tree to like put pretty much anything I want. I kind of oh god, I need to stop talking about Elden Ring. God, I kind of want to make a reference to Melania's. I think that's her name. I am Melania, Blade of Mikola. I kind of want to make her arena underneath the tree somewhere. It's really cool the way it looks with all the roots and everything. I think it would fit quite nicely. But yeah, dear God, I gotta stop. I gotta come up with some original concepts. Come on. Just kind of eyeing this out a little bit right now. I want to melt away a good amount of this here and kind of rework it. Let's just kill all of you. Let's see. Step back and look at this here. That's already better. Just need to smooth it out now. So like add some layering here. and smooth all this out in here. Let me add some like actual land back here. Stop. My mouse is kind of broken. It like double clicks a lot. It's kind of annoying. If you guys know any other good games or like artists to take inspiration from, please let me know. Hey Magnus, welcome to stream. I'm working on the World Tree right now, which is probably going to be my biggest project for a long time coming. Let me take a step back for you and show you what I've got so far. It's not much, but it's not much. Biggest thing you've ever seen. Okay, it's not developed yet. I'm just shoving spheres around to get the rough shape of the tree in right now, and I'm gonna come back in and detail everything later. But it is not. Yeah, it is massive. Way too big. Well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's do this curvy thing that comes out here. Heroes of Might and Magic is peak inspo if you like fantasy or castles. Damn, love the shape of the trunk. Yeah, I like the trunk shape so far too. It's not like in the roots. Yeah, I mean I've literally just spam. Oh god, what happened there? I've just like spam spheres, but now it's gonna be a lot cleaner and more developed and like actually good later. Dark Souls is good inspiration. I need to play original Dark Souls. Here, let me look up Heroes of Might in that as well that you said, Edo. Oh, but I'm hoping I say you guys' names right. If I don't say your names, like yell at me, guys. Like please correct me. I don't want to be saying people's names wrong. I feel so bad. Like I feel so bad trying to say names because I feel like I don't know. I suck at saying names correctly. Heroes of Might. Sorry, that's what I was looking at. Heroes of Might. Oh, that's like a sandbox kind of game. That's neat. Welcome in everybody to the stream. Working on this monstrosity on screen currently. Hey Stray, also welcome in. Hey Pickle, what's up? And QZ, I hope I'm saying your name right too. I suck with names, man. Again, guys, if I ever mispronounce any of you guys' names, please correct me. Why is it raining? Okay, / game rule. Is it weather? Do weather cycle. False. / sets or / weather. Here. Most of the newer home games, because the old ones are not very great looking. HOM stands for Heroes of Might. 7. Yeah, there's some cool fantasy stuff in there. That's pretty neat. It's very traditional. But like, I want to stay away from traditional fantasy. Oh, crap! Oh no. I'm gonna have to string it. Are you kidding me? I forgot that it snows. No! I'm gonna have to string it. Are you kidding me? Pickle, I didn't say your name wrong. Stop trolling me. I know you Pickle plays on Odenium, guys, for context. So, me and Pickle we talk a lot. Guys, I'm gonna have to string this. Oh. End my life. This is... That sucks. I'll have to get a... Wait. This isn't terrible. Okay, because... Okay, this is still okay. Because I have a recipe, because I got one of the vanilla tweaks data packs to tweak recipes, and I can get string. I can turn wool into string. I can reverse craft it. So I can get a great wool farm, and then I just have to place it. So the snow doesn't... Well, I don't want the... what do you mean? I don't want the snow to fall onto the blocks, and so I'll have to put string on top, and so it doesn't get covered in snow, because otherwise it's gonna look pretty silly. It looks fine with the snow. No, Pickle, it doesn't. You're wrong. It looks terrible. What do you mean? It looks horrendous. And especially when I start detailing things, it's just gonna like mess up. It's gonna get in all the cracks. It's gonna look... Ugh. I mean, you can't see it from a lower angle that much, but if you're up here, it's a little annoying. I mean, I don't have to string... We'll see. We'll get there when we get there. Let's not worry about it for now. let's just focus on the subject at hand, which is to build. You're gonna make it white anyway, right? I'm not gonna make it white. Why would I make? Because look, this. Oh, I keep lagging. What on earth? I'm not making it white. This reference here is just a sketch, and so it's not gonna be white like that. I'm gonna color it in probably like the. It's called like the Scadu tree from Elden Ring. Hang on. Do I have a reference to this thing? Is this it? Yeah, this guy. So we're gonna do something like this probably, something along these lines. But let me close this guy for now. Wait, how do I? Am I stupid? No, it says close window and a big button. Man, it's like right in front of me and I can't see it. Okay, let's work on this like big old bulbous shape here. Let's melt away a big chunk of this here. Let's smoothen all of that out. Let's put some stuff in there. Let's smooth all of that out. I'm just gonna use the smooth tool to Kingdom Come here. Okay, let's take a step back. So a lot of this is literally just me sculpting out stuff, adding things, taking away things, until it resembles what I want it to look like. So this big like shape in the middle here that I'm going for, I guess it like sort of comes up and around in a way. I'm thinking about just changing birch leaf texture to yellow in my world. That could be a good call. Oh man, I feel like there's so many more useless leaves. Like, I wish dark oak was darker, and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, some of the leaves are just so samey, but like, I like birch's tone. It's unique, so I don't know. It might be worth changing a different leaf. I don't know. That's a hard call. You're gonna put ruins near the roots? I might. We'll see. Like, cause like the Elden Ring tree does have that, but we'll see. Cause I don't have like as good like a great desire to make it right now, but we'll see. Yeah, maybe dark oak, because like dark oak in base game are the exact same unless you have a texture pack. Or like, is there any others I could think of? Man, I don't know. Hey Diego, welcome to the stream. I'm working on this monstrosity currently. Let me take a step back. I'm gonna have to string it because all that snow is terrible. But we just started a little bit ago, so this is very rough shaping. It looks like trash. It'll look really good when I'm done. Birch, best type of leaves, calling it right now. Birch is good. I don't know if it's the best. I think azalea is the most versatile. But birch might be a close second, actually. I really like birch. Birch, spruce, and azalea are on top. Those are the best. That's why I wouldn't want to swap birch, because it's good. I use it a lot. Next to azalea, it's the best like oak tree tone, I think birch is. And you just use spruce a lot, because everyone builds spruce trees. It's just a thing. All kinds of people do it. Let's not go outward. We need to go like inward here. And then we need a curve. Like outward. That's too up high. Let me look at that. Is that too much? I don't know, let's develop a shape. These are too biome dependent in my opinion. Yeah, they're so biome dependent. Like, some leaves look great. Like, jungle leaves look fantastic in cherry biomes, for instance. Because I remember when I was building my starter house, that's what I built them in. And they're fine in plains, just, I don't know. Jungle is one of those ones that's very biome dependent. Here, let's like not do horizontal lines. Let's go up into it. Oh, I made a line. Yeah, gotta watch out for doing that. Let's see. God, I keep getting like little lag spikes like that every couple minutes. What on earth? So this big like bulbous shape kind of comes in here, and I gotta get that correct because that's like the main interest point of the tree, is that like big round thingy. And it kind of comes up through here. It needs to go up more. We need to go more up. We're too curved right now. Yeah. So we're too curved, so we're gonna kind of take it up more, and then we'll curve it out. It's better, much better. Let's connect these and make this rounded shape sort of in here. And just, we'll develop the shape here as we go. Okay, not like that though. So it kind of comes up and outward. And then this is like tucked in here. Like that's, doesn't stick out as much. And that shapes in there. And this can just come up here. Like so. Yeah, we'll get there. It's definitely a big work in progress, but I made it. Where did I make that line? Okay, there. Jeez. I don't know. What's like the biggest thing you guys have built, chat? Have you guys built anything like crazy like this before? Are you as mad as I am? This is pure insanity on my part. I feel like it curves out more here instead of. I feel like it kind of just comes out there. We're gonna sneeze. I'm done. Okay, never mind. I lied. I feel it though still. Oh, see, yeah. It's alright. I'm mute for that. God. Okay. All right. Let's. Oh, that's right, Wimble. Your space station. Yeah. God. I just realized the scale gives you real shadows. That could be. Yeah. I think with the scale of this, the shadows are actually like I'm gonna use lighting here as best I can because I could not even have to texture it that much. Like only use a couple blocks. I really think this looks. I recently built an entire cathedral in a cave wall. That'd be sick to see. Now me don't have the patience or skill. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a patience what's the word I'm looking for? Like a patience exercise here in this one. Let's melt some of this away. Kinda get rid of some of that. Shaping this thing here is gonna be the hard part. Like, I'm currently trying to build a tree as well, one that will right in the middle of the field. Are you gonna use any Magenta Glaze terracotta this time, unlike your starter house? I could hide one in, maybe. It's the biggest thing I've attempted to build. Yeah, that's cool. I really want to build a bunch of. I'm debating putting a good amount of fields down there, potentially. Oh, strong tool. Let's make some more shapes that come out there. I feel like this thing in general is curving too much. I want to start over on it. So let's melt this away. Let's melt the top away here. Melt the top away, then let's create a new one. Let's see. I've been wanting to build an ocean liner at some point. Might do the Titanic since I want to do an exhibition on it recently. That would be cool. I started the Titanic, but I'm just not finishing it. Mine was too big. I would not. It was too big and it would be very, very boring if I were to keep working on it. What builder inspires me the most? Man, I don't know. I feel like I don't get inspired by other people's builds because I don't look at other people's I don't look at a lot of people's stuff, like especially on YouTube, just because I get like on Pinterest for builds, because I get all my inspiration from real pictures, like on stuff. But if I had to pick, let me think. I gotta think about that one. I don't watch enough Minecraft YouTube, even though I make Minecraft YouTube videos. I don't know enough actually. That's a hard one for me. I'm not sure. Man, I don't know. Let me think. I mean, beat up is always good. Beans and apple inspire me just because I like they have such a like cohesive world. Like they have so much stuff that blends together. I like that. Like those two inspire me to want to make like a connected world too a lot. How much does this thing stick out? 'Cause I need to like do that. Yeah, oh man, I can use lighting here so well. Like unironically, I could absolutely book here on using lighting. Okay, not that much, dear God. Oh yeah. The lighting here is gonna be my best friend. It is gonna be my bestest friend here. Me and lighting go way back on this tree. I can't see anything though. Underneath there, on like what the shape looks like. Okay, this though here does need to be all smoothened out. Different. Now the lighting is gonna be really cool to work on here, especially in all the little crevices. Okay, let's use the smooth tool here some. Smooth tool. This is not big enough here. God, that's a sentence I need to not use when I'm working on this. If we're gonna put around this, I feel anything you put near it would be kind of diminished by the huge tree. Well, that's the point. It's supposed to be this massive, grand structure that's the centerpiece of, you know, what the whole area is gonna be by the end. It's meant to be stupid big and be this grand thing to look up to. Same way the Elden Ring games have their large trees. Like, because it's so big to where, like, naturally your eye will be drawn towards it when you're just walking around, but also there's gonna be structures on the ground you're going through and everything. It's just like when you look up, there's this cool centerpiece, you know? But, yeah, that might be something to think about, too. I don't know. I think it'll be okay. Big tree, cool. Just get the caveman mindset. I feel like I'm making this thing way too big here. I still don't like how, like, this needs to curve less on the top. Mob spawning probably won't be too bad since the tree will be off in the distance. Yeah. I don't have to deal with mob spawning too much, I don't think. We'll see, because I could put like small amounts of lighting just to mob-proof some of the areas that are annoying, but like I'm not gonna be underneath the tree a ton. Like, I mean, I will, just because I take it back, because like the branches are what's gonna be annoying when I start getting up to that point. That will be a pain to deal with. But everything else, not so much. It'll be okay. Again, this is gonna be a process. This is gonna be a learning process for me to figure out how I'm gonna do everything and all that. That's not very good. And then it kind of comes up, and then let's melt it down a little bit here. We've been on this section for a minute, but also I need to get it right. And then let's get in the freehand draw again, and let's add like a blob there and a blob there. How many saplings we need to grow that massive tree? Probably like 100. I don't know. Let's say 103. When you do the L on your jetting, how did you do it? When I tried using the annotation tools into the game, I got stuck at a 60 block wide image. So if you want to go up there, like, okay, listen up here. You just control and click on the number 60. Like where it says 60, control and left click on the number, and then you can set it to whatever size you want. That's the trick to that. Okay, here, let's use the smooth tool in here. Yeah, like that, I guess, and then got it. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's a annoying thing to learn. Axiom's got some weird little like stuff like that. That's kind of annoying to learn. Figuring this out's kind of being annoying. Let's smooth out all of this. One singular flint steel. Luckily I have fire tick off, so don't gotta deal with that, but that would be horrendous. Let's melt the top of this some more. Keeps getting like, it needs to be more like flat on the top. Now this thing needs to like stick out more though. Like this area is all wrong here. Like here, let me melt this down, and then we're gonna draw in here new line. It comes kind of in here. Like that, and then like this line comes in. It's like that. Like it comes there. Then this comes here. Smoothing out all that. This? Okay, now it's starting to shape up. We're getting somewhere here. It's just like in the air. Okay, hang on. I gotta like turn my Fulbright on and work in here. Yeah, let's do some work here and get this a little bit cleaned up. It's a little bit gross. Goat? I just like erased him. No! I just destroyed that poor goat. I'm so sorry. Poor guy. Let's add some shaping in here. Let's smoothen all that out now. Let's take a step back. Very nice. Let's work on smoothing out all of that there. This is looking awesome, my guy. Thanks. It's very work in progress and not nearly good yet, but I'm surprised you guys already think it's good. It's fine right now for me. It's fine. We haven't even started, like, I'm still in the rough shaping phase, and then we'll get into like a detailed shaping phase, and then like texturing phase, and or no, we'll do detail and then texture, like the detail, all the different like cracks and the bark and stuff, all that jazz. Didn't realize how many blocks Android 83 was. This is why Axiom is the go. Yeah, this would not be possible without Axiom. I love Axiom. Axiom is the best ever. So it kind of creeps its way out there a little bit. Like that. And then... Now, does that jut out more? Because I feel like that whole thing is too high on the tree. Like here. I think, like, if I smoothen this out, or if I melt away a little bit of this, then I take a step back, it's gonna be scuffed, right? What you want this called, absolutely, or something. I don't know. It's like, well, okay, I appreciate it. Never mind. Thanks for saying it's good so far. I'll take it back. Thank you for saying it's good. Ooh, now the shape is really starting to turn out good. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. The rough shaping of it is turning out pretty good. Bruh, I haven't even done the back yet. I mean, I don't know, the back shouldn't be terribly hard. Now, I think that the branch that comes out and out of it is kind of like leading towards the like, back a bit. I want to do that. This should be a cool area to work around anyways, just because of it being like there too. Didn't the dude just start the world and he's already making giant masterpieces? Yeah, I don't know. I want to, in the second episode, really set the tone of the world. And also, I think it would be really funny because I'm not gonna have the elytra yet, and so I'm gonna use the happy gas to fly around as I build this thing. And that's really funny to me. So that'll be fun. It's gonna be hard, you know, but it's the challenge of it, you know. But I think just having this big backdrop is really gonna set the tone for the rest of what I'm gonna be working on, and I really want. That's the next level of insanity. Maybe I'm crazy. I think I'm crazy, guys. But god damn it, I'll finish it. If it's the last thing I do, I'll finish it. I'll probably name, because I'll be streaming when I get the happy gas, or not when I get it, but like writing it and building it. I'll be on the happy gas. You guys gotta come up with a good name for it. Because this is like the only time I'm ever gonna use a happy gas. I swear, it'll be like the one time ever. Okay, a little bit of a spot there. Smoothing this out. I gotta like respond to comments on my my new video. What are you doing, by the way? I'm actually curious. It's doing pretty good. Sweet. Okay. Sorry. Sidetracked. Anyway, back to it. My bad. I was just checking up on that. Okay. So here, let's smoothen some things out in here. This is real messy. Now I kind of want to make it so this is darker. Or here, let's, instead of adding, let's melt some, because if I'm not mistaken, this thing is getting it's not getting that wide actually. I lied. It's fine. Melt tool, and let's melt that, a little bit of that, and then let's then add a little bit here, and then let's smoothen it out. And we'll get something like that. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I don't like this thing here that I added. It's kind of strange, so let's melt it down. Melt that all down. Let's smoothen it all out in here. Like so. And we'll come back to that guy later. Okay. Now, this shape here is still not perfect. It's still a little weird in some spots, so I gotta figure this out here. Maybe we put blob there. We smoothen all that out. Let's just smoothen it more. And then there's like a little bit of a bit that kind of jumps out here. And let's smoothen that. Like that. Sure. And there's like a lump that pops out here. Smoothen that out. It's weird because I'm actually having fun. Like I didn't think this would be that like enjoyable, but I'm having fun working on this. This is enjoyable actually. This is fun. I need to chisel that out a little bit here. Let's sort of melt this away. Like that. And let's add a little bit to it here. And smoothen it. Sure. That'll do. Now, this big thing is not like bulbous enough still. It's not sticking out enough. I need to make it stick out more. It looks too much like the rest of the tree. It needs to pop out. So we're gonna just start adding a bunch of some more things to it here. Hello. Welcome in, Alistair. Working on the world tree, starting to. It's very rough right now, but we'll get somewhere with it here. Does that stick out enough now? A little bit more outward. You're not gonna build the survival, right? Oh yeah, no, it's in survival. It's going in survival. This is the next project. So it's a biggin. It's gonna take up some time, that's for sure. But if I use simple materials, it's not any different than building a mountain, which I've done before in like a couple days. So I can probably knock this out in like a week. At least for building it, actually, like placing blocks for a week straight, I can probably get it done. So it's gonna be a big old project. Big old survival project. Let's add some more in here. Like that. Please remember to build the corner shop and shopping district. Yeah, I need to do that at some point. Maybe I'll do that after this one, because this build is gonna be fat. Maybe I'll need a break from that. But like, I'll be done with this probably next week. But like, not like next. God, okay, today's Saturday, but like, not next week as in tomorrow week, but like the week after that. I'll probably finish this. Let's do some shaping in here. That darken things a lot. I don't want to do that. Flip block, is that pale oak? Yeah, for now it's pale oak. Whatever we use is going to be very obtainable. Pale oak is a good starting block to just shape things out. It's just a color, I think, to start with. I'll texture it later, but I'm going to texture the tree in pretty basic blocks. Sorry, I didn't see the name. No, you're good. You're fine to ask questions. I'll just, yeah. So, pale oak to start with. And we'll probably add some other blocks in a little bit later. I think maybe the way like this doesn't look strange right now, or like it doesn't look like it's popping out enough too, is just because it's like the other branch part isn't there yet. But I do still think that this still needs to pop more. Yeah, there we go. Look, it's the first. Hey, FD, welcome in. Working on World Tree. I was gonna wait to stream tomorrow, but like I'm like I can't. I really want to work on it. I really want to work on this. Some quick progress. Yeah, Axiom has been great. Licensing blocks from their overall color. Yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like Pale Oak almost has like a hint of purpley in it. But I think it has a hint of brown in it, I know. Maybe it's that I'm seeing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm gonna stick to this color in the end either. We'll see. We're just shaping it right now. We'll get to actual colors later. Smooth and all that. It's so nice because the thing is so big that I can use lighting a ton, which is cool. I can do that. There's some big old hollow spots in here. I want to connect this here together. You came up with your username? My username originally was ZAEU, which the only reason I got it was because it was a 4-letter name, which was rare at the time, but I ended up like losing my account way back when, and so I use I just put an underscore on it on my new one. That's how I got, and like all my friends just called me Zay, so I eventually got rid of the U because like I remember like Germsy Boy was talking about me on a stream once, and he's like Zaui or whatever he called me. I'm like, okay, that's the final straw. I'm gonna get rid of the U because it's confusing. So that's kind of the mindset behind that. Let's kind of like there. Yeah. And smoothen that out there. His real name is John Zay. It is not John Zay. Okay, this looks like crap up close though. Let's we might have to do some texturing work here instead. To get those dark lines. That does indeed look like crap. Let's just do like that and then take this in closer to it and then smoothen those two together. Much like John B-dubs. Yeah, John B-dubs. That's such a funny bit. Let's melt away a little bit of this here. Like these sort of connect in here a little bit, and so we'll do that. And we'll draw over. Hang on. We'll draw over it. And then we will do like that. And we'll use the smooth tool to get like these lines all connected properly. This one here is rough. Let's melt it down a little bit. Watching this for 20 minutes while waiting for my lasagna's cooking. Yeah, this is definitely a time killer. This one is. This is gonna be a long stream of working on this. Hey Miro, I'm working on starting the world tree that I'm working on here. It's coming along slowly. I'm working on the rough shaping here for it. I just started like I don't know, but like an hour ago. I don't know. During the process, look from other angles sometimes. Make sure it's not gonna look weird. Yeah, I'll come and do that a bunch later. Like it looks terrible from this angle, obviously. But I can just use the smooth tool on here. Like actually draw tool would be good here. Like I'll adjust things a lot as I go. I'm still in. Is that an olive tree? I actually don't know what tree this is. I think it's like that, but I wish I knew what it was. Did I make my skin myself? I did. I made my skin myself a couple years back. Computer Minecraft's full name is actually John Minecraft. I don't know if it's an olive tree. It might be. You might be correct, actually. Will you ever make more videos in the Prognotic Name server? I will. I think after this tree, I'm gonna make a note. I'm gonna make a Nodenium video or two because I got 2 projects to work on. There's like a corner building and shopping district that I want to work on, and I still have to work on Grand Central Station, which is a project I need to work on. So don't worry, I'm not quitting Nodenium. I'm gonna get back to it. It is an olive tree. I made a lot of olive trees, so I know it's an olive tree. Okay, that's good to know. Actually, I want to look up colors now of olive trees. Because I want to see like the color they kind of are. I know they use like a pale sort of green. Okay, so they are like this grayish color, like this. I don't think they're quite as dark as this, but I'm gonna take some creative inspiration here, or like some creative. What's the word I'm looking for? Some creative liberty and use my own palettes. But by the way, did you see my servant tree that I made? Maybe not. I don't remember. I gotta go look for that. I've been freshly inspired with Western as soon as I finally started working on single player again. Yeah. Yeah, Hefty, you need to get on those Western videos again. Just build this tree on the Nodame server too. I would, but it doesn't fit in height limit on here, so I couldn't build it on Nodenium because of the height limit. At least somebody's not building this in survival. That much pale oak would kill. It's going in survival. So but pale oak is very farmable. I can set up some good farms, and I don't even know if I'm using pale oak yet. This is a placeholder block for whatever it's gonna look like. I don't know yet. Tough acacia is the best color for it. Yeah, I'm definitely not using tough because it's not farmable. Whatever I do, it has to be very easily farmable, because otherwise my life will be a living hell. It will be terrible. Let me get to this. Maybe we move on and start working on some other parts. Does increased height limit cause lag? Not really. I haven't experienced any like lag at all on it. It's been pretty good actually. Now hang on, I want to look at. Looks like garbage. With Fulbright. Unless it's not textured. I'll put a Ludi for you. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm kind of insane. You're gonna make it hollow, right? Of course it's gonna be hollow. It would not be possible if it was not hollow. If it wasn't hollow, I wouldn't attempt this. Ancient debris, of course. Duh. Why didn't I think of that? Oh no, that's kind of bad. Let's melt this part away a little bit. Ancient debris. Okay, let's start working on this other branch. So I think this like limb section. So I think this limb section comes up. Where does it roughly come up? Oops. Go back over there. So also, can this shrink down a little bit? Here, go away. Okay. So we need to take it out like here. And I know I want to like extend it kind of here. Let's go ahead and do this. It comes up here. I spent 3 weeks in my village. It had 7 shulkers or more worth of 1 item only. Yeah, that was how the starter house was too. There were so many chests of just 1 items. How's the tree going, Zay? Nick, it's going pretty good. Let me show you so far. We're getting a start on it, and for like not streaming that long, I'm making good progress. What's your favorite part of the build process of an organic and separately of a structure? Of an organic, I mean, actually, like, cause like I do organics in a way where like I do a framework, so like filling in the framework is kind of enjoyable, and like doing. I don't know, it's hard to explain. And of a structure, I love shaping the structure. I love, and I guess for both of these, I would just say shaping it out, because I'm good at, that's what I'm good at, is shaping. Texturing is kind of a rough spot for me. I struggle a lot with texturing. Like, I just kind of shove random blocks on the walls until they look good. It's like my whole texturing process. Can any Java player join Nodenium? So, I don't know if applications are open right now, but if they are, you can go to projectnodenium.com. And I think there's a link there to join the application server. And through there, you can do like a whole application process. And if you make it in, you know, you make it in, and then you're on the server. I joined on there through the same process like forever ago. But if they are doing applications, I think there's some people in the server right now that are from Node, or like in the chat that are from Nodenium. Maybe you guys can either confirm or deny whether applications are open right now. Not right now, yeah. But like, I don't know. I'll probably we are revamping the application process. Okay, so I don't know. At some point soon, in the near future, applications will be open again. You guys could apply to join Nodenium. What's British for insane asylum? Yeah, I'm kind of crazy making this build. What am I doing? I can't make the wall of the limb on the back there. That's that's not like close enough. Let's just make the front of it. I think it's on I was invited, I refused because I don't have Java. It's on even if you get invited, like if I were to like say, hey, I want to invite X person, they still have to go through the application process. Even like but like it is public to where people will be able to apply. Like anyone can. It's just they're not open right now because like they open and close because some people come in and out of the server. Some people will apply, go through the whole process, and then get on and just like not play. And so and then those people will probably, you know, they'll leave. And so like, I don't know, they do a lot of recruiting, especially at the beginning of the season. So like very beginning of springtime is when you want to apply, because that's like when the new season usually is like beginning of spring, like March. And so that's when you want to get on top of it. By the way, why didn't you do the shape with path tool, then add the details with other tools? I don't know. I'm like garbage with Axiom. I'm just using this because it's like quick. I just like do stuff quickly. So I'm just, again, I'm not detailing yet. These are all just rough shaping. I'll get to detailing more complicated later. What are you doing the leaves out of, by the way? No idea. We'll get there when we get there. So the goal with the leaves is I'll shape it out of a basic block, and then I think I'll just like / replace and figure out like what looks best. I can use any block because it's so big. I don't have to use leaves, which is nice. That'll be cool. Did you draw your profile picture yourself? I did not. Lot J, or Lottie on the server in Project Nodenium, she drew all of my emojis and my profile picture. So shout out to her. She's been super cool. Like she didn't do like zero charge or anything. She just was cool and drew them for me. What do you recommend to be a good and cool YouTuber like you? Be yourself. Like that sounds really cliche, but like don't try and fall into like trends and stuff. Like make what you want to make. Like I do all those like little skits and stuff, right? So like, because I just find it fun to do like skits like that. So like, yeah, be you, and if you can like translate that into your editing, that's ideal. Don't just like look at Fwip's editing style or beat up style and rip it out. Like sure, you can take inspiration, but just, you know, put some of your own style into stuff. Try out random things just for fun. I don't know. That's what I would say. Okay, I gotta focus on getting this lemon kind of here. That's not tall enough. Yeah, I love the skits in the last video. Yeah, they were okay. I really liked the commercial, but the dune thing was strangely written. I didn't really know how to connect the desert bit to like normal Minecraft. Like the dune with normal Minecraft stuff. It was kind of strange, I thought. I've seen Goose's interview with Shovel that uploaded yesterday. I saw that. I haven't like watched the video, but I gotta recommend it. Is it good? I shouldn't crash out. This flashback crashed on me when I was doing the last part. Oh, that sucks. I haven't had too many issues with flashback, at least, thank God. It's been pretty nice to me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like reading more chats than I am building here. Let me focus. So maybe that comes up this way. The program I'm using for videos, I use DaVinci Resolve. That's like the best thing that I've found to use. It gets the job done for like everything. By the way, I want your opinion on something if you don't mind hearing it. Yeah, sure. You could DM me. And I'll take a look at it. Real quick. What did it have to do? Okay. Let's see. So this limb here sort of curves up. The interview is good, but there are some parts worth skipping over if that's something you like. Yeah, for the shovel interview, yeah. I've had this idea for the longest time for a desert, just making dunes throughout the desert with occasional rock formations. That it would be like, don't get me wrong, it would be cool, but like you got to worry about getting bored. You'd have to have like another project going on at the same time, because otherwise I feel like it might get pretty boring. So just be careful of that. Just building sand for a long time can get pretty boring. Yeah, let's kind of step this back though. Like an angle. How long did it take you to build that good? For example, that NASA rocket, it's really cool. Yeah, that the NASA Saturn V rocket, which is the rocket that landed men on the moon, I think is my favorite build I've ever done. It's really good. I don't know, practice. I think the best thing is look at other people's builds and build with people. You'll pick up a million tricks doing that. So if you can find or like surround yourself with good builders, or just or like asking for advice, like I don't know, my Discord for instance has an advice channel. You can always put stuff in there and I could comment on it, or whoever's around, you know. So just like all kinds of Discords of builders have stuff like that, and so just asking for opinions and input and, you know, criticism, it's same as getting good at art. It takes practice, looking at what other people do, and yeah, and like doing stuff with people, I think is really helped me too. And a giant rune of swords that is underground. So that's cool. Phenomenal for that. That's a cool concept. How did I do the earthworm in your last video? Dude, I thought that sucked. Like animating it wise, it was strange. I just keyframed it in DaVinci Resolve and like moved around a green screen picture essentially for like I only kept it on screen for a second because it sucked. I thought it looked so bad. I'm like, dear God. All your builds are available with your membership, right? How does this work? I mean, the Discord and such. So you have to connect your YouTube account to your Discord account, and then automatically when you're a member, my Discord will detect it, and it will give you access to those channels. So you have to like just look up online how to connect your Discord to your YouTube account. I think it's pretty easy, but it's been a minute since I've done it, so I don't exactly remember. But you have to connect them if you want it to work. But yeah, you get access to all my stuff. I'll upload like. This tree schematic might be available after it's done, we'll see, but like it doesn't fit in height limit, right? So you guys might have to get a mod to look at it. That's why I'm like a little bit hesitant about like, should I upload this one? I mean, like I have to, it's right, it's part of the advertisement, you know, for the brand. I can't just false advertise, but it's not gonna be visible unless it's in that. Oh, you sent it to me? Sorry, my bad, I didn't see that. How do we recommend do when getting burnt out in survival world? Okay, hold that thought. Let me look at this picture that Amira sent me. I'll get it right to you. I'm dropping the outer space, so I'm working on planets. I'm gonna add camels to midline. I'll make it worth something better in general, but the problem comes here if you saw this video. Use shadow hands. I don't know if I should add it by using darker blocks on one of these. Shadow to hide half of the planets. I don't know. I've never done anything like that, but that moon is really cool. That's really neat. You could try using the shadow, like shading darker blocks if you're trying to get like that shadow effect of a planet. By the way, server tree. Oh yeah, I saw that tree. That's really cool. Okay, back to the other thought. What do you recommend doing getting burnout in survival? Well, take a break, honestly. Take a break and like find a build or look for inspiration. Find something that you're like really passionate about. Like for me, Grand Central Station was a really cool project. I'm like, oh, I really want to build that. Because if you can find something you kind of have some passion in that you want to work on, you're much more likely to want to do it. But like also, I don't know. I struggle with burnout too a lot, so it's hard to... It's hard. I don't know. Burnout is a rough thing to deal with. I struggle with it too. Oh crap, what happened there? My lasagna should be ready in 5. Well, you can watch me build for 5 minutes then, I guess. Let's get that there, and then... Here, let me take this over. That? Let's do smooth tool. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Like there, it like juts out more. So let me melt this down, and then it just sort of juts up, yeah. So we can just use smooth tool there, like that, and then here, let me just make a whole big old blob here to work with. And then I'll sculpt it out. Dang, there's a lot of people watching here. 40, like almost 40 people. Nobody's in the stream today. Oh, crap, that probably made a big old line, didn't it? Oh no, it didn't. Wow, that's surprising. I totally thought it was going to. Let's just start with that for now. Oh god, I made a big old line there. Or just the builds that you build in videos available, or the builds that didn't make it into video too. Builds that did not make videos, I'm gonna upload as well into the build schematics. Like, I have like 30 boats that I need to upload into the channel, probably today, later today. I need to work on that at some point. So there's a lot of builds that you guys have not seen that will be available for members. By the way, I forgot to say thank you for the boat tutorial video. To be honest, one of the best videos that I saw. I made 3 boats, 2 4SR video, and it was basically hard to get the shape. I mean, yeah, it was crappy at the time because I remember I did it in like, I had like my bad PC still, and like I recorded it in like 20 frame rate. But like the education wise, it was still, I think it's my best educational video. I have a good like process of doing it. Plus the one I'm making after watching the video looks so good. I'm glad it's helped people. Everyone building boats said it's like commented on it, said it's been really helpful. You get more people than Goose's stream? Really? That's surprising. Who doesn't love giant fantasy trees? Right, yeah, this thing is gonna be sick. I'm really excited about it. This looks so stupid though. That looks so bad. Okay, let's fix it. It looks like trash. Let's make it good. Get like a little nub here. That's terrible. Let's make that better. Boats. I like boats. I got like 20 flying boats on the bakery. Ooh, I got a flying boat too that I haven't like shown. That's really old, like a Treasure Planet style like flying boat that I've never shown. I might upload some of that stuff too to the schematics under my stuff. Let's see here. Trust the process. Yeah, this build will come along. It's gonna be a long process, but it will get there eventually. I think I need to curve it in more. Like, I need to melt some of this down here. Like, here, let's just melt that away. Oh, wait, is that... Hang on. Let's revert that, and that's my bad. Let's do it, like, here... Yeah, there. Let's trust the process on this one. We'll get there. We will make a video on how to terraform because that mountain will build a yeah, I'll make a video on it. I need to make some guide videos. I might make one this week if I have time. They're pretty easy to make. I just gotta like write a script and then just do it. I don't know, but I need to talk. I put up a poll. What people wanted. People wanted me to talk about palettes, but after that, I think I'll do it. I'll do a terraform video because I do have a method for it. Do you have a color palette in mind? Not yet. I'm thinking dark colors for that, but like I want to go pretty dark with the trunk. But as for the actual leaves, I don't know. I'm a bad cook. I can't even take something out of the oven properly. Yeah, that's not good. Let's see here. Let's just take this kind of up here. How long have you taken Minecraft building seriously? 3, 4 years probably, around there. Not like super long. It's really hasn't been a terrible, like, I haven't been doing it that long. But I've learned so many tricks just being around more people, to be honest. Like, it genuinely makes a world of difference. Here, let's, like, make this bit now for about more. When will I build my mega base on Nodinium? I was gonna do, like, a farm mega base, but I'm now scrapping that. And I'm just gonna probably build Grand Central Station and, like, side projects on Nodinium, because... like, I feel like this world is taking more priority in its big projects, because I have so much, like, planned in this world. You know, like there's so much like big stuff I want to get on, and I really want to get this established, and so I don't know. It's, you know, and I like, as much as I do want to do this stuff is more interesting to me anyway. I don't want to like burn myself out on something I don't really want to do that much. So we'll be working on this. Maybe one day I'll decide to start one. But for now, we're going to do some more commitment. We're going to do some side projects here and there in Odinium, but we're going to kind of focus on the single player world for a little bit, because I think that's what a lot of people kind of want to see anyway, some of like the crazy stuff I'm working on here. W-Shape, thanks. Yeah, it's coming along. It's been a process. It's still very rough, though. I'm surprised that you don't have 1 million subs already. Your videos are awesome. Thanks. Yeah, thanks a lot. That's one day, maybe one day. YouTube takes a lot of time. The problem is I just don't post enough. I want to get now into a consistent, like, every 2 week, like, minimum upload schedule of at least every 2 weeks. I think it's what I'm gonna go with for that. To be honest, it's too long. I'm sitting at 10 months. Hey, 10 months is still a good amount of time. You can learn a lot. Like, my friend Joey, he's gotten, like, better at me than building in, like, literally like 2 months, just because he's been building with some crazy people. Like, you can get really good really quick. In my not so personal opinion, make the trunk dark and have the leaves be vibrant. Draw the eyes up. Also, just to add to the madness, I find netherite blocks are good for shading. No way. I mean, it could be cool to do something like with some... yeah, I don't know. I think you're right, though, with the leaf color being brighter. I could make them, like, on fire in a way, potentially. Like, yeah, I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. For now, let's focus on the trunk, and then we can think about what on earth the leaves will look like. Yeah, I just want to get on the ground for a second, because we're about to the level of where we can start branches. Look at this. And we're still in the rough shaping, but dear lord. Have mercy. Mercy on my poor soul. Thanks, Alistair, for hopping the stream. See ya. Enjoy your lasagna. By the way, I will send you my olive tree if you don't mind, so you can take. Yeah, sure. Let me check that out. But yeah, this thing is colossal. This is gonna be such a cool backdrop for the area. Like, it looks big on my screen, but also like not really, if that makes sense. Like, it looks smaller than it actually is until you like, because I think it's just because it's so far away. But like when I get actually up to this thing, it gets taller. And also, we're not like the full height yet. Yeah, it gets bigger as I get up to it. When Vibrant Visuals are releasing on Java, are you going to play with or still without? Without, because I do a lot of lighting with a lot of my builds, and I think like things like shaders and Vibrant Visual and stuff can kind of ruin that. Like with like using shadows in game, so it's best to just keep it vanilla. I like the look anyway. I'm used to it, so that's my take on that. Okay, why am I flying all the way up here? Let me get back to this. I want to make the ring part now, because that thing is sick, the ring. Let me see that olive tree you sent me. Oh, yeah, I mean, I love the way olive trees are shaped. They have, like, all these, like, bulbous sort of, like, growths on them in a way. Like, they grow, like, these round shapes. It's really neat. Here, let's add some more stuff off this way. It looks bigger when you get closer. Say explaining perspective. I mean, it does, but yeah, I did explain that like an idiot. For where do you get inspo for builds? Pinterest, or do they just pop up in your mind? Mainly Pinterest. Or like, sometimes I will have ideas pop on my mind, and then I find stuff on Pinterest to like, that goes with the idea to help me like, get a visual for it. By the way, I made them one, so that's why I didn't use Paylog. Yeah, they still look good though. Like, their shaping is nice. Oh god! Zombie. What will I do? Let's add some. Okay, let me take a look at this. Yeah, we'll add like a more bulbous shape coming out. Well, I keep saying bulbous shape. That's not a nice way to explain this. Here, let me take a look at that. There. I need to like change this here. So this is gonna come up and around to help darken that there. Just because I just want to make the shape nicer. That's gonna help in that. And let's add some more, like, let's kind of slope this up a little bit here. Mob proofing is gonna be a pain. Yeah, the mob proofing and also the snow. Yeah, because it does snow, so I'm gonna have to string a good amount of it, which is gonna be a pain, but it is what it is. I have like reversible wool, so I can take the wool and turn it into string. So I can just make it like a cracked wool farm, and I'll be okay. But it still will be kind of a pain, but I don't know. That can be a process I work on for a long time. If I'm bored and just want to like stream and not do something to turn my brain off and just talk to you guys, I can put string on the tree as a ever-going project. Smoothing that out. And there. So it kind of comes up, and I think this actually still even juts out more. So, wait here, let me think about this. Now, I think we're gonna melt away this spot and take it in. Like that. Will you make a tutorial video on trees like the trees in Project Lady Build? Which ones? Because they were talking about like those old pine trees from the last season. Those were bad. Like, I have way better ones. But at some point, if people want me to, I can make a tree video. It wouldn't be that hard to make, probably. Probably make it in a couple days. Let's smoothen that out. Like that. I need to thin out some spots. Like this part we can thin out. And then much better. Then let's add here. Like that. The big redwood trees that you build, those are really nice. One's near the Firewatch station. Yeah, those ones, those big the redwoods, those were pretty cool. They're not like realistic. Like looking back at them, they're like bright orange, but I did like the shape. They were kind of based off of like a combination of redwoods and sequoia trees, where they had like a sequoia shape. But yeah, those were nice. I remember back then saying like, "Oh, these are the biggest trees like ever," and then here we are at this guy. Because we gotta name the tree. You gotta name it stupid like George. George the tree. Oh crap, wait, does that look like stupid? A little bit, maybe. Here, let's add some more. I gotta go sleep. Thanks for see you, Miro. Thanks for hopping in. What game are you playing other than Minecraft? I've been playing some Elden Ring a lot, like the new Night Rain. And I've been playing Peak with some friends. But other than that, not really much. Other than that, I haven't really been doing a lot of other games. Alright. Yeah, like that's not too terrible. Trio tour. Nah, I'll make a cool name for it at some point. So this sort of comes up like that. Let's start working on, well, first off, let me clean this up in here, because this is gross. Let me smoothen all of this out in here. So it doesn't look like complete garbage. At least it's semi-okay for now. Still looks pretty bad though. But we'll get to it later. We'll get to working on that and making that all fancy. Okay, so this branch sort of comes out where exactly? So it seems to start around here. So let's like take it back from here. You enjoy story games or grind games more? More story games I think I enjoy. How long did it take you to build that mountain in the server? Like, well, I got a bunch of help, which was nice because I was rushing to finish it before the end of the season. So it took me like literally 2 days. But if I did it alone, it would have probably taken me 4 or 5 days, I would think. But it was like I had most of the materials were easy to get. It's easier to get materials on the server. This one is gonna be hard. It's gonna take me like a week to make probably, because I gotta build all the farms myself and everything. Like this will take me probably a week straight of building. Let me figure out this branch. So actually, it sort of creeps out of like here, almost. Like it pops there, and it comes sort of up. And then it pops out a little bit. Okay, let's take it back. This direction. I don't want to make it like all completely like straight. That's okay so far. Let's just make a rough shape for it. Then this guy sort of comes in around here. Early of your last base. Yeah, it's a shame that I had to like stop working on it because the season ended. I loved the style. I may revisit it at some point, but right now I'm like doing fantasy for the first time ever and like doing my unique take on it, and that's like really interesting for me to do because I haven't done it before. Like I've really stayed away. I've been like building a lot of realistic things and that sort of stuff. So this is kind of like a cool first experience here to work on some fantasy stuff here. Okay, I need to smoothen out this here. This is a little rough. Like I need to make it more of a gradual slope instead of so. Here, let me just melt away. Spot it there. Yeah, more gradual like that. That's a bit better. Yeah, that's much better. Since you use the extended world height, you're not worried about it not updating. I'm thinking about adding it to my world also with the vid. Can you maybe go back and update it with the new blocks that came in 121.5? I could. That's actually a valid concern. I didn't think about. I mean, creative obviously, yeah. I could maybe, but actually, I didn't think about that when it comes to updating the world. That actually is a potential thing I'd have to look into. I mean, I'm sure there's a world height extender for 121.6, which is what I'm gonna update. Or no, which one? I think it's one. I don't remember which one has the happy guest, but I'm gonna update into that version and stick there for a while. But hopefully there's a world height, and if not, I guess we're staying in 121.5 for a while. But either way, I don't really care. Like the new updates don't add much of anything. What are you doing here? What are you doing? How did you get up here? How are you? What on earth are you doing, sir? The lad, he's come all the way from down there. Yeah, he's getting distracted here. But it definitely is a valid concern to worry about updating. I'll have to look into that. That's important. It's like, what height limit am I at right now? Out of curiosity, what am I at? I'm at 400 already. So, yeah, I'm already at 400. That's already way past the limit, and we haven't even gotten to the branches yet. Take a look at this thing. You should really try to out a cloud mod called Simple Clouds. It's not Simple Lava, so don't worry. No, I've seen Simple Clouds. Simple Clouds is awesome. It's a really cool mod. I wish oh my god, it's so intensive on your computer though. Holy, it's bad. Like how much stuff it uses, but granted I have a new PC now, so it might be okay. But it is a cool mod. They updated it recently, I think. It's pretty neat. It adds like realistic clouds to the game, and like instead of it just like starting to rain in the game, it like you'll see a storm coming off from the distance towards you, which is cool. But at least for me, it was pretty laggy when I first used it. That's pretty bad. Let's go like straight up. So I don't want to be going that way. Let's go back. That, and then... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You're good. You're good. I was just... It's still a good mod, though. It is a cool mod. How dare you recommend a laggy mod? So in here needs to be a bit more too. Let's put curve in it all. This looks like pretty bad at the moment, but we'll fix it. It'll look cool in a second. I guess. And now we gotta like make this formation on the top that sort of comes up here. This whole build looks kind of strange right now and a little bit scuffed, but I think it'll come together. Is this too tall, that section? I think it is. Let's do like that. Let's melt some maybe off the top, or is that fine like that? That might be okay. Now let's connect it all. Like, let's thicken that up a little bit. But like, even if inserting like updates and stuff, I'll like make a copy of this before I go into before I don't know, before I update, I'll make a copy just to make sure I don't like delete this. I mean, also, I don't like that you're doing this. You should do a small project and leave big ones for last. Playing big and starting big makes everyone feel tired of their own worlds and stop playing. Well, we're too committed now here. But like, I feel like if I get this done, and like, you know, like when I get this done, I think it'll like every time I log in, I'll be inspired to keep adding. Is the thing. And like, I don't really get like, I don't like lose motivation for stuff like this. Like I always will like eventually get it done, even if I do this, even if I do it in steps. But I don't know, I'm having fun. Like, this is fun. I'm enjoying this. Having fun doing it, so that's what matters. I need to like really stare this down. Is this correct? You've starting Survival World, and we were thinking about doing shops like Partner Day. But other than that, what do you recommend us do when you don't stop playing? So we don't stop playing on it. I don't know. Build together, work on areas together. You can do like another hub too. Another hub would be fun to work on. Things like that. Just do like, I don't know, or even you guys could like base together and stuff, or just like collaborate a lot on projects. That helps. Yeah, make some mini games. That's a good idea, Pickle too. Yeah, like having games play in the server is cool. Stuff like that. Been away for like half an hour and bro is still going on the tree. Yeah, it's a big tree. What are you expecting to be done when you're back? What do you want from me? It's big. It's gonna take me a little bit. Or set some events like ready to do dungeons. Yeah. What? This is like too thick. I think this is too thick. We're even though it's kind of a pain, we gotta make sure we gotta do it right. We can't be lazy here. We gotta do this correctly. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna redo a good amount of this here. So like that already is a lot nicer to look at. Not that much. God. That, and then this is just way too tall here. Let me erase all this and start over. gotta do it right. So this thing comes in here. And then we sort of, from here, we now, like, connect over. There can also probably be times when you lose motivation, just take a break and recharge. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, like, for you guys and for me, like, I'll probably take breaks sometimes, right? Because I'm gonna lose motivation, and that's just kind of part of a Minecraft world. You're gonna lose motivation sometimes. That's just kind of part of the process a little bit. You know, that's just how it goes. Here, let's just sort of surround the shape of our layer there. We gotta shrink this down in here, and then we'll melt some of that off on the other side. That's the most insane build I've ever seen in a good way, and it's not even done. Yeah, it's a long way from done. A long way. It's gonna take a long time to get it to a point where it's even decent. Now I'm worried about it being like in the wrong position. That's already much better. Cause I'm trying to get a whole clip of the whole space station, and my PC's just not having any of it. Large is built against your own laziness. You'll end up enjoying it. I really want to build something cool. Yeah, let me. Sorry, I forgot to read the message. I really want to build something cool, like you, but I don't really get to it because whenever I try, I always get burned out. What can I do against that? Good. That's a good question. Just push through it. I don't know. Like, but also that's not a good idea. I don't know. It's hard because, like, you need to finish something to want to do more. Because, like, the hardest thing is starting with anything, right? Like, you can talk about that with, like, the gym. Like, the hardest thing working out, you know, is starting first. But, like, if you get that first thing going, you'll be more motivated to keep going. And so you gotta try and finish something. But to not burn out, if you're really not enjoying it, like try and find a build that you really want to make, and then just commit to it. Like, don't look at any other inspiration. You know, really try and like fall in love with the build. You know, try and fall in love with what you're working on. Like, I'm loving this tree just because, like, the shape is so unique to me. It's really cool to see. And also, it's kind of cool to see people's reactions like, oh, you're insane for building this, right? It's fun. What was this tree going to be used for? So, I mean, it's just to look nice. I think I can stuff it full of farms and other cool stuff on the inside, too, because it's so big. But, that's yet to be determined what we'll do with it. Okay, now this shape here is not correct. We're going to start over on this right branch here. Gonna just kill it with fire here. Let's just die. We're start over. Oh god, I'm just like melting away the ground over there. Let me not do that. Anyway, just hopping in, like, looks like crooked, and I can finally start editing. Yeah, hopefully. I'm thinking about terraforming an entire mushroom island because no mob spawn there, making it my base. Probably gonna take 3 months though, because the mushroom island is huge and I need materials lol. Yeah, that's how it goes. The grind never stops for Minecraft. It's always something new. The mushroom island would be cool, but actually I don't know where any mushroom islands are in this world, to be honest. Let's just melt this bit away here too. Just kind of start from scratch on this right side part here. So let's kind of take the tool and let's connect here. Yeah, maybe. No, that's too low. Well, here, let's figure out where this like comes that's the top, sure, right? Let's smoothen that out. Where do I go with this? Okay, so we can make the bottom of the branch, or the top of the branch, sorry, like here. I think, like right there. That's the top. And now we'll just sort of creep our way up and around. Like so. And now we'll go up here. Wait, did you answer my question about references? I zoned out for a second. Where's to find images you see? Also, where do you find your reference images? Yeah, I look on Pinterest for my reference images usually. Like I found this picture on Pinterest just because like I've used Pinterest so long to where it gives me like I have like a really good algorithm sort of built where it gives me like this exact stuff I'm kind of looking for. So I use Pinterest the most. That's pretty bad, isn't that? That's pretty bad. Let's think. It's too wide right now, that is. Also, like, it creeps out here, so maybe... That's the top of the branch, too, so let's kill that with fire. Let's try again. This time we're gonna start maybe from the top and work our way down. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, I guess, of the image, but I would like it to be. I would like it to look very similar. I should start with the top. It's hard. Man, I don't know. I'm struggling with this shape here to get it correct. Let's make it, maybe it's because it's not big enough. Like if we start here and then make it like real thin. Lake Mill might have showed you, but I'm currently working on a big marshland/grassland biome next to a mass forest. Yeah, I've seen it. It looks sick. I'm super, like, I'm like, it's like mind blowing how quickly you guys got that done as well. Like, Jesus, like I don't know how you guys got that done that fast, but that's a really cool world and just builds in general. Very, very cool. You say, I watched an old video of you building a motel. Do you remember how you made the nice glowing letters on the sign? Like, weren't they in like a big font? I can't find a similar recreate. Like, wasn't it? Were they in big font? I don't remember. Because if they are, there's a mod called I don't have it, but I think they're just called like they're just called like, is it? Hang on. Wait, let me Google. Oopsies, thank you for the advice. Gotta go. Thanks for hopping in stream. Is it? I gotta find this. Okay, so something like that. Yeah. So there's a mod called Big Sign Writer, and it gives you a GUI to make big letters. That actually, my friend did some development on it. Like added some fonts to it. But yeah, that is kind of what I used for that. I think Bars also uses that, and some other people. Sorry, I forgot to read your question, Lars. Why did you give your eyes Minecraft skin 1x3 black eyes? Are these even eyes? They kind of look like a socket in the wall, but they are eyes. I don't know. I don't know why I picked that, but I'm too used to it now. It sticks out though. It's memorable, so good enough. Thanks, man. Only part where you have to terraform is insane. We already have 700 trees now. Gotta extend another 100 trees. 700 trees. That's ridiculous. I mean, granted, this is like 700 trees in one, but still 700 trees. I would die. 700 trees is a lot of trees, especially in like one. Like you guys did that like really quickly in like one sitting, kind of, or like a couple sitting. Like you did it all in like a week, I think. So 700 trees, too much, too much. Me personally, I would not. I would not. Or maybe I would. Maybe we'll see. Maybe in this world at some point I'll build some like really crazy area like that. Now we've reached an issue here where we're still too wide. So I gotta find a way to like bridge that gap here. Let's just do this and then let's just extend like that. And is that passable? Not really. This is hard. Keep not getting it correct. Well, let's do the outside of the branch and just work on it. I assume these signs are doable in vanilla, and the mod just helps you out. Yeah, the mod just gives you yeah, they're doable in vanilla with like symbols and stuff. The mod just gives you a means to like just click a button and then type in the big letters on your keyboard instead of having to do it, you know, all manually with all the symbols. It just uses like emoji symbols though, like and square symbols to just make a larger font. And that's basically the gist of it. Let's thicken the other side of this branch too. Let's not neglect that side. And then let's... Yeah, it was bad, but now I got the ground details in it. It looks really good now. Yeah, it looks great. I was with Millen on stream the other day, and while he was streaming, he was working on putting in ground details. It looks really good, like really good. I'm gonna thicken up. This might be a brave move. I'm gonna make this a little bit thicker in there to kind of compensate for that gap being a little bit too wide. Like here, let's melt away this, and then let's add a... No, stop double-clicking mouse there, and then smoothen that guy out. Like that, and then let's do this. Now we gotta rework some stuff here because now the shape is not correct again. This is getting annoying now. So we're gonna make that come in. So this sort of does a thing. It curves, comes down, and then let's jut it out here. And we'll smoothen it. We're just gonna try and get it pretty close because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it exact. Like that, and then we will... Here, let's just make that. Is that pretty close? That's pretty close. That is pretty close. Let's just work on here a little bit. Smooth tool. Yeah, this is so much just like sculpting things out, just taking away, adding until it looks right. We tried the path tool and a sphere so you can shape it out like that. That might be better. It's just like, this is so much faster, I feel like, just doing it this way. But like, I think I've got it now. I think I got the shape down now. I just gotta actually shape it up a little bit more. Let's melt a little bit away here. That. And then let's add a chunk there. Let's smoothen that all like in there. And then this comes up. Let's add there. We're getting it slowly but surely. We're getting there. And now we just gotta do this part up here. So we curve in. Let's melt away a little bit of this here. Like that? I don't know. That, and then we come down and in. I don't know. Hard. It's very hard. Okay, let's take a step back. It's pretty close. We're getting there. Yeah, it's I think it's there now. Something is wrong though. Can't pinpoint it. I mean, this needs some shaping, and just gotta. I think it's okay. It's all right. I think we're fine. I think we're okay now. We've gotten to a point where it's okay. Holy stutter! What was that? Okay. Yeah, we're at a pretty good point now. This is not atrocious anymore. Let's see. So this needs to come up. Hello, hey Alistair, welcome back stream. I just got this shape in now, kind of. I think it's close enough. It's kind of been, you know. Actually, let's do a little bit of a melt here. And get that in a little bit more. Like that, yeah. Is there any shaping on this outside of the branch that needs to be done? It sort of comes in. Let me melt some of this away. I'll smoothen that in a second. It comes up. We'll melt some of that away. It's going along great. Less worms now. Yeah, we're getting a little bit less worms. We're still not in the detailing phase yet, though, or like actually doing the complex shaping yet. That's gonna be a whole monster of its own to work on. This thing looks like crap from the side, though. It looks really bad. I gotta think about that now. Hello, welcome stream. Working on a tree. Just a little tree. Let me think about this. It looks great from the front, but the side is rough. I don't know. Hey, have a good stream. Really hope this tree turns out epic. Alright, see you, phenomenal. Thanks for hopping in the stream. So, I mean, I think the actual branch structure, I'll see the vid of the stream tomorrow. Well, I'll be streaming tomorrow probably on this too, working on this. Actually, will I? No, I won't. Monday I will. This thing is fat. So... So I'm gonna drill out some of this all. Smoothing it out. I want to differentiate those two bits. Did you watch your first Forever World video? It was amazing. Love editing. Thanks. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. It's not like the best thing I've made, but it was kind of fun to edit. I'm excited to edit this one. I've got some great ideas for some skits. So, I'm excited about that one. Let's shape up the top of this now. The side is its own whole thing. We'll worry about that later. The branches will help a lot in, like, spreading it out. We'll use the selection tool for the branches, probably. So, it kind of, like, curves upward. Actually, I want to thicken up. I want to thicken up the whole branch there. Yeah, like so. Okay, the back looks cool too. It's just not like built up. Favorite hermit. I like B-dubs, which is like, it might be stereotypical to say, oh, like B-dubs, but I don't know. He's enjoyable. Scar is also good. I've been watching Scar since forever. I don't watch Hermitcraft anymore though. It's been a minute since I've caught even a beat-ups video. Here, let's do this. Are you using any terrain generation mod roll? It's so smooth. No, it's just a good seed. It's just large biomes plus a good seed. It's like, it genuinely is just a nice looking world. Like I can fly over here, for instance, and there's these mountains which are nice, which now is there's that thing there, that big tree, which looks really cool actually. It looks a little dumb from this angle, but I'll make it look good. I want to look at it from the ground. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let me fly up here, though. I do think the hole in the reference is a little bit bigger, but I already got this to a point where it's nice, and it's fine. Are you using any... I already read that. Okay. Alright, let's smoothen this guy out here. Let's smoothen this. And let's do a little bit of something there. Maybe not right there. There's like this big formation up here. See, it looks so good. I'm impressed with the terrain generation. Yeah, me too. That's why I picked it. It looks so nice. Weird question, but what is your favorite dinosaur? Man, I could talk about dinosaurs a long time. It might be stereotypical, but I do like Spinosaurus a lot. I have a Spinosaurus tooth actually in my room. I'm actually kind of like big into dinosaurs. So hard to see my boy Green fall. He was like so crazy with his builds, and now he's built like 3 houses in a wheat field. Yeah, Green's not my favorite. I don't know. The hermits are. I watch some of their videos, but a lot of the time I don't know. I build my own things, and I'll watch what some people make sometimes, but I prefer a lot of the smaller channels now. Like, my favorite channel to watch is probably Beans and Apples. They're the one I watch a lot. I'm supposed to be in a Schuler video, I think, at some point. That's all. I think he commented on my video, actually. I need to go do that. Let's see here. Oh crap, I got like off of my... Where's my chat? There we go. My bad. Close that. Where are you from? I'm from America. I mean, I have an American accent. I live in Alabama. Of all the states. So, like, eastern side of the US. Oh, you mean, yeah, I'm in the USA, though. Like, Green was the one who got me into building for real. Yeah, Green was, I don't know, a lot of those players, like, we kind of, like, grew up watching a little bit, so to speak, you know? It's, yeah, Green just doesn't really post anymore, which is strange. I wonder why. I mean, I guess, like, when you make Minecraft videos that long, and, like, you're not doing creative stuff, like, I love doing what I'm doing because it's creative, and it's what I want to do. But, like, I feel like just making a wheat field and a tree, you're not gonna enjoy it, right? Like, you kind of, like, the reasons I'm so in love with the game is because I can translate, like, any idea I have into something, you know? With, like, work and stuff, and people enjoy it, and that's, like, really cool to me, but so many, I don't know, it's just, yeah. I don't know why it's not, like, more. I lost my thought. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why people just build basic stuff. Like, you can build all kinds of crazy stuff. And yeah, you gotta I don't know, you'll get bored, you know, making videos that long of like basic stuff. Y'all sleeping on the Ankylosaurus? Ankylosaurus is cool. I love Ankylosaurus. Holy lag spike. But yeah, Ankylosaurus is awesome. Let's smoothen this out. It'd be cool to make a museum at some point in my world, like a proper cool looking museum. Okay, I've done what I've set off to do. We've got the main trunk of the tree now. I guess we can start working on getting like more details in. What is the progress of getting in the Parkentanium server? What do you mean? Like, how are you asking? Like, how to get into the server? Like, is that what you're asking? Or, sorry, don't understand. Let's add a chunk here. That sucks. Here, let's work on the back of the trunk some. It's rough. Let's shape up the back of this now. Did you watch the new Jurassic World movie? I did. I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay. I thought it was not bad. A lot of people really hated on it, but I liked it. It was a fun movie. I mean, it's not the best movie, but I don't know. I don't think the hate is justified of it. Like, it's a Jurassic Park movie. What do you want? It was fine. It was a good watch. I enjoyed it. Like the museum idea, in my last world, I see my first tree saplings, first pickaxe and axe of each tier, and my first craft table and furnace. That would be cool. I went to the what was it called? The Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. I went there like last month, and that's a really cool building. And I think I would want to build that building, or like at least take inspiration from it. It's a very, very cool building. Let's sort of just kind of add some. Let's just make a big ol' volcano blob here. And we'll slope it up here. It'll be cool to make some hollow space in here. I mean, because like this is thick right now, but when it's hollow in here, there'll be a lot of room to do stuff. I do too, but I think the best movie out of all Jurassic World was the first one, which Dominus Rex. Yeah, I agree. I think out of the Jurassic World movies, the first one is the best, for sure. The best Jurassic Park movie is still the first one, I think, though. But like, I like the original three. All of them are pretty good. How did I grab a wand? I don't need to world edit. I got Axiom. Muscle memory kicked in there for a second. How do I want to shape this is the question. Let me get rid of some of that. I kind of want to like slope it here. I'm trying to start a microworld, but I don't really like terraforming, and terrain generation is so jagged. Maybe I'll try using a large biome to see if it is a bit smoother. Large biomes is nice. Just look for. I use chunk base a lot to look for random seeds, and this one looked promising. So just kind of randomize in there and see if you can find one. Is it chunk base or is it? I gotta Google now. I think it's chunk base, right? I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's chunk base. Chunk base got some good stuff for finding seeds. Do we want to curve the tree in like that? Because like the front is already so thick that we can't make the back that big, right? So we can lean it in, and then that way the shape is not so flat and interesting. Been home straight with the flashback recording. Let's see if I can finally sleep. Yeah, that's how I was yesterday. Because I've just finished the video. Like I edited it the whole day and finished it all like right before I went to bed, which was nice. I don't understand why people are hating the third Jurassic Park. I really enjoyed it. Third Jurassic Park is good. It's pretty good. I like it. It had a lot of writing issues, I know, and like scripting issues when they were making it. Like it was, I think it was like really rushed. But I like it a lot. It's actually, I think I like it more than Lost World, which is a hot take. But I like it a lot. Also, I just like Alan Grant. I tried using the Little Sphere mod, which really smoothens the terrain, but it's so smooth that some planes just look like super flat and there are no apparent caves on the surface. Yeah, I think this is the ideal here with large biomes, because it's like, you wouldn't necessarily have to redo this terrain, just some touch up in here, right? Like, this looks pretty good already. I mean, except for that, like, alien saucer looking thing. But for the most part, not too much work to do. Let's come in here. Smoothen this out. Just gonna make a big old lump and then we'll shape it out better. Yeah, like this. Oh god, it's gonna go through, right? Yeah, let's not. There's so many like spikes going through here. It's bad. Gotta fix that. That's going way too high up. Okay, smoothen tool. Let's smooth out all this. Oh god, that might be... Now I gotta think about this. The tree spike's there, and then... I don't know, is this... Hang on. It might be too thick. I think it is. Here, let's melt all this away. Here. Too thick. I get rid of some of that terrain there, but that's fine. Too thick on that section. So there. Okay, let's... God, this looks disgusting. Let me, like, fix it. Let's melt away a bunch of that, and let's start new here. Draw, and let's just sort of come in here and just layer that up there. Kind of roughly put blobs everywhere, and we'll shape it. Right, let's extend this out here. Connect that there. This part here can sort of, no, come down this way. Do you like the third Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus more, or the ones in the new? I like the third one more. Like, I do have your stream. Thanks for hopping in. I like the third one more, like third Jurassic Park movie more, just because. And it's like I am into like more scientifically accurate depiction of Spinosaurus, but like it just looks weird in the new Jurassic World, I think. Like, it's cool that they made an effort to make it more accurate, but like it doesn't look accurate still at all. I prefer the old one. If they're gonna make it look monstrous, that one is a better like look for it. There, I guess, yeah. That. The problem is, I was gonna say like, oh, the back is less important, but also there's gonna be stuff probably around all sides of this tree eventually, so that is not the case. So I gotta make sure the back looks pretty good still. That is important. Let's smoothen all this out. Yeah, now I can add some roots in here. I might mill a little bit of this more away. That's how old you are? Nah, I prefer not to say on stream. It's not like, I don't know. What is? Hey, Broken Orbit, welcome to stream. I'm working on here. Let me show you what I'm working on here. So this is my world tree. I'm currently. Oh god, let me turn off. Okay, this is my world tree. I'm currently working on slowly but surely. It's taking a while, but this is what I'm working on. It's been taking some time, but I've gotten a good amount of it already done shaping wise. I mean, a lot of these shapes are very rough though. I've got rough shaping more done. So, a lot more work to still do. A lot to get done. Working on the back of it right now, so I'm trying to get it more shaped up over here. Let's add some bits here. Where's tree in relation to the house? So the house is right in here. The house is like right here, like where I'm standing. It's in this space. And there's the tree. Is the modder using Axiom? Yeah, I've been using Axiom for working on this guy. What do you have? I don't know why I'm curious to look. I have like a mini blog. Oh, that's right, on a mini blog, it's on the creative copy. Duh. Okay. Let's see. You know what, let's take some of these. Let's take some roots down. That's too long. Dirty shaping up quite nicely. Yeah, it's like it's not even nearly complete, like at all. It's far from it. It's already shaping up quite good. I don't know. I'm just gonna start spamming some roots around here. That doesn't make sense though, because it is like tucked in like into the mountain here. So maybe these roots are coming like down into it. Maybe there's like one node that comes out like there. Maybe. I don't know. You know, we'll just leave it. I don't know. I don't know what to add there yet. We'll leave it for now. Where'd you get that mod from? Because I have Axiom as well, and it's much less options than yours. Does it? Maybe you're like, I mean, I don't know. I just downloaded Axiom and got whitelisted for it, and well, I don't even need to get whitelisted because I'm in single player, but I do use it on the server that I plan. But there's all kinds of options in here, but like that's strange. I don't know. Do you have like an outdated version of it? Just don't make it too big like Flip. I don't like how his just stops. Well, I don't have world height. This is already way past world height. We are at the top of this section. We are at 450 about. So there's no world height in this world. I don't gotta worry about that. I can make it as tall as I want, and make it look realistic. Cause like we're at the top of like here. We're on the top at like this point. None of the branches are in yet. So like if I, like none of those top branches are in the picture yet. So like if I take a, God, let me, game controls. Oh God, I'm having a stroke. Okay, if I take a step back over here, you can see that I just have that like trunk section. But yeah. Okay, back to it. Let me put full red on so I can see anything. Let's shape up this area. Using pale wood, not logs, that's gonna be a pain to get. Well, logs have that ugly top, but I mean, I can auto-craft it in the farms, and also I have the data pack that just, instead of it like shrinking the amount, just gives you the same amount of logs. So if I put 2x2 logs to make the bark versions, like the wood, it just gives me the same amount back. Because that's a stupid feature anyway. It's a dumb feature. It shouldn't be in the game. It's stupid. I find it ridiculous that it is even in the game. Oh, my ears are ringing. What the? Why are my ears ringing? You can make a farm? Yeah, exactly. I can make a farm. I don't gotta go mine this. That would be terrible. And auto-crafters are a thing now, so I can just auto-craft it all. Like I don't even have to do any like manual input really. Let's see. Yeah, this looks okay. Gold tree. Let's add some here. The sides look pretty scuffed, but like when branches all come out, it should look okay. I definitely gotta shape it up some though. Actually, I gotta think about that. This is pretty. Let's melt some of this away on this side here. Let's kind of drill out this. It's so thick. I want it to be like one big old blob from this side. Yeah, let's use freehand draw. Can this function, please? Thank you. Now, smoothing all that out. Like that. It's still pretty bad. Oh my god, it's disgusting from the side. I think what it is just like this here is all gross. Let me melt some of this away too. It's too wide at the base, so this side. Here. Let's fill that in there. Let's just turn the radius way up on that. Trust the process build. Yeah, it'll get there. It's gonna take a lot of time though, because we're still, yeah, I'm still roughly shaping it. Okay, that's not too bad, not too bad at all. What color will this tree be? Because the reference picture is black and white. Yeah, that's been a question of mine for a while. Definitely darker colors, but the leaves, I don't know. It's worrying. I don't know what to use for it yet, to be honest. I gotta come up with colors, but good thing is I can like just / replace stuff and I'll come up with something or other. Now let's add some like bark spots here on this side, because it's like just a big old mound. currently. Let's take the melt tool. And let's just sort of, not that big. Just chisel out some spots. Try to, anyway. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But I think it might be working. No, not there. Already, I think that adds some cool depth to it. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Feels natural there. Sorry, I'm not like talking. I'm just concentrating. I'm just trying to make sure this looks good. I think it does. Now I want to add. Let's see. Nah, let's leave it for now. I keep trying to add a root there. It doesn't look good every time, I swear. Ooh, I like there's like a hole there actually. Trips potentially. Let's do some more mining out of this spot here. Let's turn the radius down more to 1. Let's turn. I don't know. Fine. Yeah, this is good. I like this a lot actually on this side too. Majestic. Let's turn over to here. Let's rework this some because this is real messy. We're gonna smoothen some spots out in here. That's the wrong tool. Oops. It's also too big. Turn that down. Smoothing out all the base of it down here too. I haven't even touched the roots over here really. It needs to be heavily adjusted. Let's melt this down some. Yeah, that's not bad. Better. And I'll add a bunch of cool stuff in. Okay, let's work on. Well, I need to go sweep look on the streams. Yeah, thanks Pickle for hopping in the stream. Okay, now let's go ahead and start working on some of these like cracks and crevices and stuff in the bark. I go with 2. So we kind of fall out here. Let me enlarge. So you kind of have this like, shrink that down, it's too big still. There's like a crevice that comes through here, then sort of comes in there. dips down through here. And then there's another one that's sort of, I don't know, like, let's turn this down too. Now we're gonna get into more detailed shaping, I think, of the tree. Now that we have that rough shape of the trunk, I want to try and get the trunk pretty built up today, at least shape-wise. Hope I'm gonna have a great rest stream today, and good luck with the very, very tiny tree. Yeah, thanks for hopping in. Alright, so we'll smoothen this out here, kinda. And then we're gonna melt tool. So there's that top crack, and then there's another one that comes up there. Smoothing that out. That area there is really rough. I need to actually come in here and smoothen out some stuff. It just looks like a bunch of spheres still. Place it in the world. Smoothing all that out. There we go. Let me shape up this a little bit more in here. So this kind of comes through here and then sort of drifts down there almost. Like that. And let's smoothen it in there. Yeah, that looks pretty good, I think. Now, let's take our melt tool. No, let's not use it there. Again. Let's make it really small and make it pretty strong. Like 3, maybe? Gonna work. Turn the threshold up. What is happening? Let me turn the strength up more. Strength. What is happening? Let me do 2. Does threshold have to go down? Yes. Okay, that was my issue. Oh, thanks, Cube, for becoming a member on my channel. Shout out to Cube _. Let's turn the strength up to 2 and this threshold down. Let's turn the radius to 1. It's so deep though. I don't know if I wanna. Can I go smaller even? Can I like 0.5 this or like let's do 0.4 or like 0.3. I don't think I can. Well, it's fine. Big tree. Yeah. Big tree. That's about what this is. Have you ever made mountains with Axiom? I have not. Most of my other mountain range I did in my last one was like by hand and with a little bit of world edit commands, but mostly by hand actually. So that took a long time. I'm gonna add like all these cracks and crevices, but I don't know how. I mean, I could do it by hand, but that doesn't sound particularly fun. You know, we'll come back to it. It's for a future me problem. That seems difficult. Man. Okay, so I gotta like shape up this down here. This is very important in this general area. So it seems like this crack sort of comes down through here. Let's like drill this out a lot. Let's make that a bit. And then this kind of just shapes up around here. A lot of this will have to do with texturing, probably. I would think this is where a lot of this will be. Is through texturing. Let's add some here, actually. And then there's a shape that kind of comes down through here. And like, let's just say it comes through there. Like so. Let me smoothen this out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling with the shape here. Like, it looks good, but these cracks are going to be hard. I think a lot of it will have to do with texturing, and, like, this is what's going to take really long. Is this aspect. It'll be boring and long. working on this. So let me make, like, a crack in there, and then have one come down. Like that, maybe? Oh, that's trash. Here, let's have one come down here. Yeah, a good amount of this I'll just do with texturing, I think. Cat? I don't know why I even I got the eyes of a hawk for spotting that. That's funny. Let's smoothen that out. It's just like a crazy shape all in all. I gotta detail these roots too. Just what eating and came back looks real good. Thanks, Magnus. Yeah, it's, oh god, I rendered it. It's coming along. I'm trying to do like these cracks, but they just don't look good. I don't know. It doesn't look right. I need to figure this out. It's not that good. It could be a lot better. Trust the process. It'll get there. It'll get there in time. First to be, now a cat. The game's trying to tell you something. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it wants me to stop this madness here. I want to like put full red on and do some smoothing down here. This real messy and gross. Alright, that's better. You gonna add anything structure like to the tree? Maybe. Yet to be determined. I don't know. It could be cool to add like some sort of castle ruins like built onto the left here a bit. It's to be determined. To be determined still. Very unsure. Might work this down a little bit. Let's grab you and sort of come in here. Detail more of these shapes. Just when would be cool with a giant birdhouse, not gonna lie. Maybe. But, like, I want it to feel huge, right? Because, like, this is a fantasy world. And I'm taking inspiration from Elden Ring, where, like, this is uniquely big. And so I think if I were to build, like, a birdhouse on it or something, it could just look funny. Like, because I'm having this very dramatic, dark fantasy thing, and there's just, like, a birdhouse on it. It's not a bad idea, though, still. Maybe, like, hanging. I don't know. We'll see. It would be... a thing I do really want to do is, like, a forest. Have you guys ever seen the movie Claws about, like, that Netflix movie? He, like, built, like, 1 million birdhouses in this forest. And I think a build like that, like a forest full of birdhouses hanging from, like, all the trees, could be, like, really cool. Something like that I would be super into working on. That is the exception. Let's shrink this down more. Like so. And this can sort of extend out. I don't know, maybe one comes off here. These sort of lines here. Don't know if you've seen, God, but there's certain trees with faces in it. what do you mean like actual like faces in the tree? Like are you talking about like fairy tale type stuff with like trees that have like faces built into them, kind of like spooky tree with a scary face? Is that what you mean? Here, let's do that. I don't like that. I don't want to overcomplicate with the roots here too much. It already is kind of getting a little gross. I should get rid of some of those. Yeah, that's fine. Like that. Like faces carved in, basically. Yeah, just put a big face on the tree. Big, like, googly eyes. That'd be funny. This is turning out though. I'm trying to think what else I could do for some of the workings of this here. Go with the melt tool and let's make a crack here. Like that. And I'm not super deep now. Sort of put one in there. Like a spirit tree from RuneScape. Let me look that up. Yeah. It would be cool to make one somewhere like that. Little goofy tree guy. Tree with a face on it. The good thing is I don't have to do too much heavy like detail work in this area because it's so dark. Do all Nodenium God, I can't speak! Oh my god! Do all Notenium members do YouTube? No. Only a couple of us do. It's just kind of like a server to play for fun. I cannot use my words. Oh my god, that was brutal. That was horrendous. Yeah, I guess a lot of that will be carried by shading. It's hard to determine what to do here. Let's grab the melt tool and make a line here. Let's grab the sculpting tool and shrink that down to 1 and then make the crack small. Doesn't really do anything though. It just kind of looks silly. Anyways, smoothing it. I feel like a lot of it I'm just gonna have to do in texturing, honestly, to get those detailed line effects in. It is pretty grand though. Pretty cool. Looking at it, it's like when it gets those branches in, that's when it's gonna come together properly. Really, the hard thing right now is just getting the roots and these cracks in to look properly, or like these spots in the bark to look not atrocious. About the grooves in the tree, are they maybe too smooth? Like in the picture, they appear quite harsh. Maybe something to fix using different textures. Yeah, they're quite harsh, which is like what. It doesn't work, I think, right now, because they're so harsh, and so I think it's something I may have to do with texturing, but, like, it's not in the texturing, though. Like, they come in, so it's like I gotta do the shape properly. But you're definitely right, so I want to make these more harsh here. What if we just, like, start spamming stuff? That might be the play. Start absolutely spamming cracks and grooves. I think that might be the play. I mean, in some of these areas we can texture, and that'll help bring it, but like some of the shaping has got to be there. Otherwise, we're just screwed. Crap, that's bad. Okay, there. Now on this like chunk here, let's make a crack That's nice. And then let's continue that. I just gotta make them deeper. I think you're right though. That was a good call for sure. That was a good call. You know what? Yeah, let's just do more of these like that. Near the base down there, we'll have to do texturing for it though in those crevices because the lighting's not helping particularly. Let's make one there. And let's make one here. Episode 1 started house. Episode 2 literal world tree. I mean, that's how it is. It's a good good contrast. I think I don't know, I want to set the tone for the series to build something crazy like this. It's like never really been done of this scale. It'll be really cool to see. See it again. Actually, I haven't. What does it look like with fog? That's actually a valid concern. Interesting. It looks fine. What if I shroud the whole thing in like fog though? Is it gonna look a little strange coming into render distance? Not a little bit. A little bit, but it's okay. I'm just gonna leave it off for now. I don't have to play with it all the time. Okay, let's add some more cracks in here. Let's add some in here, I think. There. Then we'd add some up here in this area too. Smoothing that out a little bit. It's way down though. I designed a tree for my end transformation and I'm not ready to gather materials. How do you think I feel about this? This one's gonna be rough. It's gonna be painful. Oh man, is it cool though? It looks really cool actually. Like, this has all been done today, so this is pretty good progress already on this thing. Like, designing it, I don't think is gonna take that long. To be completely honest, it's gonna take me like 3 to 5 days, maybe. The building it is what's gonna take a while. But even then, I just gotta get some like good farms and just place blocks. It's not as hard as you would think it would be. I mean, granted, I might be wrong. I haven't started yet on a lot of it, so let me not make assumptions here. So that kind of goes in there. After this, there will be no pale gardens in your world, but it's looking sick. Let's go 35 days with streams. Yeah, streams, and I'll be streaming, like, working on it in survival, like, as I'm placing the blocks. Using the happy cast. of all things. There's, like, a really dark section here that I want to kind of try and do. Like that. And this is all shrouded here in darkness. That. Like this section is all dark. What else could I add here? Let's add a big old crack or a groove in here. Groove there. Let's smooth it out a little bit though, so it's not super weird. Right, because it's gonna look strange from the side, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll have to smoothen that out. Now in here, there's a lot of cracks as well. So that's all like dark here, but I'll have to do that manually, like with texturing. So we have like a groove that comes through there. And then it kind of like, it looks like it wraps around up through here. I don't want to delete like stuff there though. Like that, kinda. I don't know, yeah, like that. Nah, this needs work. Unless you have a purpose like farm or something, it'll be full of probably farms and some other stuff and some cool build inside. Stuff like that. Hey, beans and apples, yeah, working on the world tree. It's big. It's coming along. It's been a good stream so far. It's been getting developed. Still far from finished, but we're getting somewhere here. It's developing, that's for sure. Let me kind of melt some of that away in there and get that darker. Like that. And then let's, I don't know. It's big, yeah, it's big. We're gonna use simple materials for it, so hopefully it won't take too long. The designing process has not taken that long so far. I think what's gonna take a long time is like actually placing the blocks. So far so good though. I just gotta keep going. Reference goes hard, love it. Yeah, I love this reference picture. Yeah, we still have like another third of height to add to this thing, because like look how big the leaves are, right? Like all these branches. That's I haven't even started working on that. I'm just focusing on the trunk right now and working on that. And then we'll move on to branch structure. Probably next stream we'll do branch structure. But we'll see how much I get done today. Cause I want to go like eat something at some point soon. Like in like half an hour probably. And so, not world's longest stream today, but hey, we've already gotten a lot of work done. Already gotten a ton of work done. So one there, and let's make like a, let's make a crack in here, like a groove there. Get deeper, so we get some shadow. Come on, stop doing that. There, yeah. I want a lot more grooves in here. Holy lag on earth. Like in here a lot. Let's just make some like holes, to be honest. There's like a lot of that, like rough spots up here, it looks like. Yeah, for sure. There, and then here we'll make a big dark splotch that just kind of drills in. That's cool. That is very cool. Very, very cool. It's so nice working something this big, actually, because, like, yeah, the lighting is helping me. I really don't have to do much to it other than just, you know, add and take away and repeat until it looks pretty good. So this has been actually kind of fun to work on. It hasn't been that hard. It's been pretty easy so far, which is good because I already know the building of it's going to be hard enough as is, so that's nice that it's not gonna, the design process is going to be. What I'm worried about is leaves. I'm going to have to make a brush or something specifically, probably 4 to get the leaves correct. Which will be annoying. I'm excited for the branches though, get them all looking good. It's gonna be hard to get the branches looking good from every side though, so I'll have to like spread them out properly, because already from the side this thing looks disgusting. It's pretty gross. I think it'll look better, yeah, after I add all the branches up there. I don't no. It's rough. But yeah, this side, I forgot how... This side looks so, like, not complete now compared to this side. That's how it is. I really wanted, like, I like this tree reference a lot, too, because I really wanted to get, wanted leaves for my trees. I use a world atmosphere brush for mostly air. Yeah, that's what a lot of people use. I'm debating whether I'll use that or not. Now, yeah, I want to do something different than, like, Germsy Boy's tree, which is a lot, like, a completely different style. Like, that's why I really wanted to build this image, because it's very unique. Like, I don't want to, like, copy Germsy Boy for what they're doing. Let's just drill that out in there. Let's work in here. Yeah, like that. That's pretty good. And then we'll sort of drill some out underneath here. That. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I hate this thing here. Can you go away, Pale Oak? This just looks bad in this spot. Get rid of all that. This does not look good. Right. Okay. That's better. Get the smooth tool and smooth all that out in there. That looks scuffed. Let's melt some of it off here. How many, I'm just thinking about this now. How many, cause this video is probably gonna reach a lot of people when I make it. Cause I'm gonna put a lot of, what's the word? Like, a lot of effort's gonna go into the actual editing, but also just, yeah, the build's gonna look very good. I'm gonna get a lot of, like, accusations of faking this in survival for sure. I think I'm gonna get a lot. Like, people were saying I fake stuff on my old Mega Base on the Denium, like that. There's like, oh, there's no way you built all that, like all that so quick. And I'm like, yeah, I did. I think I'm gonna get a lot of those on this episode. Oh god, this is disgusting in here. I just realized how bad that is.
You didn't really build all this. That's not possible because I can't do it.
I guess I've gotten those before. They're funny. I do, part of me does want to work on some of the branches, but also, I don't know. I think I'm gonna wrap up here probably. People are just jealous of some age. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here for a stream maybe today, because I'm kind of tired and I want to go eat something. Go outside for once before it gets dark out. But we've made great I got some great progress here, guys. Look at this thing. I mean, it's very undetailed and very basic shapes still, kind of, but like it's coming along. It looks like my reference, you know. It's very wormy in some spots, but in some spots it's quite nice. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thanks for, if you enjoyed it, please hit that like and subscribe button, as it helps me a lot. Keep making videos and streaming like this. So, but this has been Builds by Zay. Bye bye now. Thanks everybody for watching.